Welcome back to another episode of Nerd Theory. Here with Josh. Josh, what's going on?
What's going on, my friend?
What's going on? Nothing, man.
Oh, it's freaking crazy week coming up on us. Everybody's anticipating Ahsoka. Finally got her name drop. Well, we got her name drop before, but now we kind of feel like she's coming.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to stay away from spoilers. I know Josh talked to his crew about spoilers in his videos. He was gonna try to tell me some. I don't want to know any. So
yeah,
I'm one of those people that just wants to go in fresh, and yeah. So
and I think this is like actually a good thing, because I think one of the things that's kind of cool about this podcast is like you and I are different in a lot of ways, right? We have a lot of similarities, but we're different.
Yeah.
And so this was a cool kind of scenario because I think fans that really like spoilers and that are into the leaks and that kind of culture, we have to learn that not all fans are like that, right? And so I think we have to learn to be respectful of like fans like you and fans that want it completely complete surprises. And then I think too, like fans like yourself, should understand that for some fans, they don't care at all, and they find a lot of enjoyment in like leak culture, and they like knowing, and it doesn't like retract away from the experience for them or whatever. And I'll just say to everybody out there that, because I kind of teased in the video I did earlier that we would talk about it because I was just like so excited. But we're going to get into some very cool stuff tonight. Yeah. And I want to just make mention that if you do want to talk about spoilers, I will be live on my live streaming channel tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think that, dude, that's totally a cool, copacetic way to handle a situation like this, where it's like, yeah, man, just different, different strokes, different folks.
Yeah, so Josh got some images. He got some... He got a whole bunch of leaks and like stuff, and I was like, dude, I don't want to see anything. I don't want to know anything. Don't tell me. So apparently he has some information which he can share with you guys on his channel. But yeah, so this podcast, and I don't want to know anything. It also ruins my theories too, because it's like, that's the whole fun of it. It's like, if I know, then how am I going to theorize anything? It's like, well, I just know.
No,
so.
It's totally a good point. I'm actually was thinking about earlier today. I was like, how am I even going to do my preview video now? And it's going to have to be spoilery, and I'm going to have to try to find an interesting way to talk about some things. But you're right. Like, that is definitely a problem with it. It was like, oh man, that is kind of a bummer. I will say though, we don't know for sure. And I always tell people, until you see the episode yourself, everything you hear, even someone like me who gets, sources, and sometimes things are pretty verifiable, you still don't know for sure until you see the episode. So we really have no idea for sure. That being said, there are certainly things that are more likely to be true than not. And for someone like Theory that doesn't want to know that, fans like myself should be respectful of that. We should figure out a good way to be very careful not to spoil things for people, and find our own little pockets where we can talk about that. And one thing I told you too before we went on air was, dude, we can have this conversation next week after the episode, and it's going to be just as good.
What an episode it's going to be, man.
Yeah, man.
So
like, it's
to start things off, how do you feel about them tying the sequels into this all?
Yeah, no, I think it's a great question, and I think it's something we talked a little bit about just here and there. But I am personally, and this is, I think, where we're going to kind of get into the juice of the podcast tonight. I am personally not only okay with it, but I sort of welcome it, only because to me, I wasn't so jaded by the sequels that I just sort of write them off in my mind, right? And so I don't mind having some connective tissue to the lore and the things that I really do enjoy in Star Wars to these things that are, not as good. But that's where I stand. How do you feel about it, sir?
I don't want it. I don't want them to tie the sequels into it at all, because I just want them to let it be its own thing, have it, be... But see, that's the tough part, is that it's all now interconnected, so it's like they kind of have to. So what I think they're going to do is they're going to do their best to make the sequels cool. And they're going to do their best to make the sequels, and a lot of people are being like, well, the sequels are cool. It's like, well, not to a lot of people. So they're going to do their best to make sure the sequels make more sense, and to have it really tie into it all. So a video that I have coming out tomorrow is Luke's involvement with The Mandalorian, which theory-wise, it's as thought-provoking as my Mace Windu one. So I hope you guys will check it out. But what I think is going to happen is they're eventually quite possibly going to bring Luke in there, and this is really going to explain his whole hiding away thing and the whole reason that he did that. So
Mm.
if this theory is right, and it's at least treading on some sort of truth, then I think I would have maybe a bit of a different outlook on why Luke went away. Because right now Luke went away,
Mm.
according to Ryan Johnson, because he was just sad and depressed, which is total BS to me. So
Yeah.
if they change it to this theory that I have that I'm going to explain tomorrow, it would make a little more sense, at least a little more Luke-esque.
Okay. So that's interesting because that's kind of that's I mean that's kind of what I would like to see as well, right? Which is basically like kind of massaging it up, right? Like
Mm.
to a lot of people, the Clone Wars animated series, like one of the reasons that show is so beloved is because it took this period in time in Star Wars that for a lot of fans, like they wanted to love Anakin, they wanted to love Hayden, and they just had a problem. They had hangups with with the prequels, right?
Yeah.
And the show does an incredible job of bringing you in on this character, showing you more of his relationship with Obi-Wan, which is so good. And then, of course, Ahsoka, who, oh, baby, can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be
But
good.
that character does so much for the character of Anakin. I think that we really sort of proxy love Ahsoka for how she's able to sort of really reestablish Anakin to a lot of people, right? And so it's always been curious to me, will Disney try to do the same thing with the sequels? Meaning, will they try to have content that fills in the gaps that sort of helps some of the more non-digestible parts of the sequels go down a little bit easier? And the biggest one is Luke for you. So let me ask you just a little bit more specifically. Well, I guess we'll wait for your video, right? But I mean, is there any little thing you could give us before the video where it's like this kind of a thing would, like, if they lean this way, I'm really going to start to appreciate what's going on? Is there anything like that? Or
No,
is
there's
that
nothing
too-
they can do that would make me appreciate it because it's done, and what they did in the Last Jedi for me really, yeah, and it was terrible. It was just, and the whole like your Snoke theory sucks and stuff like that, where like fans are just speculating and having fun, and it's like, shit, what the hell is this? So disrespectful, man. Like you guys are supposed
Yeah.
to be,
That was one of
above
the
everybody.
yeah, that was one of the most disrespectful things, and I think it really hurt the fandom because I think it's great to see you making theories again.
Yeah, it's my first time making theories again because
Yeah,
I was like, geez, man, like what the hell?
yeah. Well, I mean, like think about it. You had no incentive before. I mean, you literally had a director that kind of made a movie that slapped theory crafting in the face in a lot of ways, right? I mean, it literally felt like Ryan was just subverting. He was like, here's where the fans are at, and then just subversion for subversion's sake. So that's really frustrating as a fan.
Right, instead of story's
Um,
sake, which is
Right,
unfortunate.
right,
But, hey,
yeah.
whatever.
So, but I mean, that's what's really nice about this sort of new era, this new place we are at with Mando and with the Filoni verse that is coming. This is exciting stuff. And so, look, I get what you're saying. So there's nothing, just to circle the point, there's nothing that can change it for you, but there potentially could be some. Well, let me ask you this: could there be some stuff done that you would be willing to look back at Luke's place in all of this more fondly? Maybe minus, of course, those moments on Octu, but just in general, his place within the story a little bit more fondly.
I don't know. I don't know there's much that they could do. There's this, the theory that I have is that, well, I'll explain it in detail tomorrow. It's like a 10, 15-minute video. But it ties together basically what's going to happen with Ahsoka if she dies, if she doesn't die, if Luke comes in, how he could come in, and then his eventual exile on Octu and how it could, quote unquote, make sense. You know?
Okay. Sure.
Now, if they do that, then I feel like, well, I could see it a little more. I could see it, which isn't saying much. I could see it more than him just going off because he's given up, you know.
Right. Yeah. I, as a fan, I would like more of an explanation for that as well. I don't know if you got this vibe or not, but in the novelization, and I can almost feel it coming through in parts of the film, it almost felt like Luke's whole thing was like yin and yang. right?
Mhm.
And that there would always be this sort of counterpoint to the light side.
Yeah.
And it felt like his philosophy was he knew he was that thing,
Yeah.
right? That he was the pinnacle of light,
Right.
and he didn't want to introduce that, or I guess I don't know, like walk that path. Let's just say,
Mhm.
because it would inevitably bring the counterpoint more power, and that is interesting. But it's also not even close to the same thing as I almost killed my nephew and now I'm just depressed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I know what
which
you
one
mean.
is it?
Yeah.
Like what? I don't know. For me, if there was more of a mythological, because, and also there should be no reason. Well, personally for me, and we're gonna go into some weird territory here, but I don't understand why he would cut himself off from the Force. I would have preferred it if Luke was feeling everything, and the lesson there would have been like more like not to get like religious or whatever, but even the whole idea of taking on suffering, right? The whole
Right.
idea like of a savior taking on suffering. That would have been really interesting for me if Luke had he was like, "You think I didn't feel that? I felt the blade go through Han. I felt everything,"
Yeah.
and him like crying or being, but he's like,
I'm
and him
I'm
talking to
thinking there's
Rey.
a reason for that. I'm thinking there's a
Yeah,
reason.
okay.
I think the reason is so that the galaxy won't know where he is because he's got the highest M count of all of them. So what if they're going to
Right.
use his blood?
Ooh, bro, what?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to check
So-
out that video. That
so-
sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That sounds
that's where we're
cool.
going in tomorrow's video.
All right, cool. Can I throw this crazy thing at you that I was gonna throw at you with the Clone Wars thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I would like to know too how the chat feels about this as well. I feel like we're gonna stir up another hornet's nest here. Okay. I was made aware of an event that happened this weekend at Rancho Obi-Wan.
Mhm.
Okay. And at this event, Mr. Dave Filoni did a little speaking. Okay. And
Can I interrupt you? So Rancho Obi-Wan
Sure.
is like this, the biggest Star Wars collector in the world. For those people who don't know,
mhm.
how the hell did he get to that point? Is my question. Like, what does he do? What does he do in his career that he can do all that?
I really don't know.
I'm
But I'll tell you
I'm
this.
curious.
I'll tell you this. He met the right people way early on.
Yeah.
And he's massaged relationships, and he's just been like a really cool person in the community for a long, long time, I think.
He
is what
seems
it
like an
mostly is.
awesome dude, man.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
seems like
yeah,
a really
for
fun
sure.
dude that just like loves Star Wars and like
I hope it doesn't
like-
get mad at me for talking about this thing that happened. But yeah, no, he seems pretty
yeah,
cool,
like one of
yeah.
those dudes who's like become successful and is like and like using that success to extrapolate the child within himself. I think like that's a
You
dream.
mean like you and me?
Yeah, that's
like,
I
boy,
want to do
yeah.
that. You know, that'd be
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
No, he seemed well. Hopefully, we meet him someday. That'd
I'd
be
love
really cool.
to. Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so at this thing, this is gonna really blow your mind. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this. I was hoping that Dave was gonna spill his guts about Filoniverse and we would get all this juicy stuff, and then we could talk about that. But that didn't happen. But instead, what he talked about mostly was Kathy Kennedy, and one of the things that he said was that Kathy was the person that fought for the Clone Wars season 7 to be a thing, and that Disney, including Bob Iger, was very against it. And Kathy made it happen. And she made it happen specifically for Dave Filoni. She's also been an incredible supporter of Dave Filoni, getting him his live action gig, hooking him up with Jon Favreau, seemingly, if all the rumors are true, allowing him to create the Filoniverse. And from what I understand, Dave feels a certain way about a large portion of the fan base having nothing but disdain for Kathy. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I think when we look at the failure of something or something that creates a lot of controversy, we don't look towards the animators or, dare I say, even the writers. We look towards the person who's in charge of all of those people. And the person in charge of all those people is Kathleen Kennedy. So I can see why a lot of fans would point her out in the crowd and be like, look, you're in control of literally everyone here. So who's to blame? Are we going to blame Johnny, who's, you know, mopping up the set at the end of the night? Or are we going to blame the person who's in charge of the writers, the directors, the hiring process, everything?
Yeah.
Who are we going to look at, you know?
Yeah. No, I think it's a fair point. I mean, look, my thing with this has always been, because this isn't the first time that I've had like a source or somebody that I know at Disney speak incredibly positively about her, right? And it always feels like the same thing to me. It always feels like they know her. Of course, they know her in a different capacity than I do. Like, of course, right?
Yeah.
And they think she's really great, and they maybe have a problem with all of these fans having a problem with her. And I always try to like sort of filter it in a way where I'm like, well, okay, clearly, you know, they're seeing things differently than me. I can't just take their word for it. You know what I mean? And just be like, and try to preach to everybody that we should forgive Kathy, right? I can't do that.
Well, you know, I don't even, you know, I don't know anything about her. I know she's done a lot of good for movies. I'm not one to say that she's a bad person or this and that, but her certain remarks and comments to me seem very weird, as in like we don't have any source material for Star Wars, this and that. It's just, I don't understand where a lot of her comments come from. You know, and it's hard to trust the suits, you know? It's hard to trust the people who are high up, because you know that at the end of the day, it always comes down to money. That's why you can trust people like Dave Filoni, I think, because he's in charge of the story. He's not in charge of the money. He's not controlling the money. He's controlling the story. And in a sense, I guess the story is always manipulated to the money, but I feel like they really look towards someone who knows Star Wars. At least now they are. Right. Whereas before they didn't. They just thought, oh, you know, we can hire someone who's a good writer and you know, figure it out from there. But it's not really how it works with Star Wars, you know. So it's not like any movie that you've ever had before. So now I see them, you know, putting the real writers, which I feel like should have been in charge of the sequels, putting Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, now connecting the sequels to this middle era of the Mando. And I think now everything is going to make so much more sense. But for me, is it going to change anything? No, because I know what's going on.
Sure.
Is it going to make it a little more palatable? Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
I guess where I come from and where I come down on it is I think it is worth, you know, like there's two ways that I think of it. One is like, yeah, we should probably be reasonable and be like, okay, at the very least, she deserves a footnote or an asterisk at the end of her resume, because she will likely walk off into the sunset. A lot of fans will not like her. A lot of fans will have their view of her tarnished forever. I mean, I know, trust me, we both know people will not forgive. But I think for some people, there's a thing where we should at least have that little positive footnote where it's like, okay, yes, there was this huge bad thing that happened, but she did put some pieces together that allowed the future to be much, much brighter. And I would say, you know, even if she leaves, I personally will always like want to at least give her credit for that, right? But on the other hand, on the other side of that, I think there's a part of it too where it's like you've got to let fans just be fans. And for a lot of fans, if they want to just be a surface level fan and be like, Kath Kennedy sucks, I don't like the sequels suck, I don't necessarily think that all the people that feel that way, think that way, or speak that way are just super negative, horrible people that we shouldn't be around. Like, we've got to be able to like not take ourselves that seriously. You know what I mean? Like so I kind of fall in between those two philosophies on it, where on the one hand, it's like, yeah, no, she deserves a little more credit. On the other hand, it's like, nah, man, forget her. And it's okay to feel that way. Does that make any sense?
I'm kind of in the point of view where I don't really care about giving anyone credit. I'm just a fan. I'm not behind the whole executive side. I observe things and I observe what people say, and I just kind of make my own conclusions from that. So the things she said, the decisions that she's made regarding the sequels has led me to have a certain point of view of her. Doesn't mean I hate her. It doesn't mean I think she's a bad person. Is she the right person running Star Wars? Well, according to the sequels and the things that we've gotten, in my opinion, no.
Right.
Is Bob Iger the
I-
right person? In my opinion, no.
Yeah, no.
Is Dave Filoni? Yes. Is Jon
Yeah,
Favreau?
100%.
Yes.
I agree.
These are suits. These are people behind
Yeah,
a major
totally.
corporation. You can never, for 99% of the time, you can't trust suits. You just can't. Because it's always coming back to your rate of return, your money,
profitability, yeah,
your
100%.
it doesn't.
But let me ask you this: how do you feel about her being the reason or the big reason that season 7 of the Clone Wars happened? Does that like do
I
anything?
don't know. Is
for
that
you, or are
true?
you
You
just
think
like,
that's true? How much
Oh,
stuff are they saying now that's just to?
I see zero reason, especially considering what this event actually was. I see zero reason as to why Dave would lie about it. You know what I mean?
I didn't even know there was
And
an
it-
event.
Oh yeah, nobody knew there was an event. It's a not. I should probably shouldn't even talk about it, to be honest. But yeah, it
Oh.
totally happened. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, and look, this is not the first time that he's kind of had this attitude where he's like, this lady has done so much for me, I can't believe all the fans just crap all over her. Is essentially his attitude. You know what I mean? So, I
You
can
know, yeah,
totally,
we could totally be duped, and it could all be Bob Iger, or it could all just be nobody, and we're just looking for someone to blame, and it's just
yeah, like a comedy of errors. But either
bad
way, she still
decisions.
gets
It
the
could just be
blame
bad
because
decisions.
she's the leader, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it
Ultimately,
always comes back to the person in charge. But really, if I'm going to use my own definition here, who's the person in charge is Bob Iger.
Well,
There's always a bigger
that is
fish,
true.
right? So,
yeah, of
you know,
course, right? I mean, he's the one that was. I mean, yeah, he probably had a large say in a lot of
everything,
the
man.
decisions that were made. Yeah. So, I mean, and he wrote that book. He was very clear about how that all went down. I'll tell you this too. One of the things that he admits in that book is that Solo coming out when it did, not in the wintertime, but whatever that May or March date was, that was his decision too. And that was a stupid decision. You know what I mean? Like to put it in the same month as like all those Marvel movies right after Infinity War. Like, I'm not saying that's why the movie failed, but it certainly didn't help. And that was his call. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I think they would have succeeded better if they uploaded it in December.
me too. Me too. I don't know how much more, but maybe like 150, 200 million more, which would have been great. Probably would have profited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that would have been really dope. You want to talk about the Snoke thing a little?
Sure, let's talk about the Snoke thing. We got a lot of super chats, guys. We'll probably answer them throughout the episode. Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it, though.
Of course. Yeah. So there's some people out there that don't think that is Snoke, man. Of course, talking about the scene where they're in the base in episode 4, and we get the little tidbit with Dr. Pershing talking about the blood transfusion, talking about the material, and then we see those bodies. Very similar to what Snoke looked like. The scar looks
Well, that one
similar,
body
the
was,
theme.
yeah, I think was Snoke for sure, and we even hear his theme music. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
can't believe people don't think it's Snoke.
I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, it's uncanny almost. I mean, you got a similar looking scar. You got that little poorly grown ear on the side there. I don't know if you paid attention. I in my breakdown,
see the ear.
I brightened the image and I zoomed in and I compared the photos next to each other, and there's like you see the little ear, and yeah, it's all very dude. And the theme song. I mean, maybe they're not creating Snoke, but they're trying to create something that eventually develops into Snoke.
Right. Yeah. 100%. That's the thing. It's not like Gideon's over there like Snoke checklist number 3, Snoke checklist number 4. He's just doing his master's bidding. You know what I mean? And the whole thing with Pershing and all that. I mean, it's so obvious at this point that Gideon is involved in the plan for the contingency, in, you know, helping eventually try to resurrect.
Well, and those
Palpatine.
machines were Dark Troopers at the end, so it's now
Oh,
been confirmed.
totally.
Yeah.
100%,
Yeah.
which is amazing. Do you want to talk about that too?
Yeah,
Because-
so Dark
dude.
Troopers, they're pretty badass. So basically, there's 3 phases of them. The first phase was like the next. They're basically the next generation of stormtroopers.
Okay.
And the original parts of like the parts that go into Dark Troopers were used to make Vader's suit. So they're very interchangeable. So
I didn't know
these
that. That's
beings
cool.
are, these robots are extremely, extremely powerful robots. The first phase, they had a vibroblade and a shield, and they were lightsaber resistant, just barely. But they had a lot of wires coming out. They had a lot of tubing. They were very vulnerable. The second phase, they were bigger. They had these. Their weaponry was way more advanced, and
Mm,
they had jump packs on them, so they could dodge here and there.
cool.
And then the third phase, they were like monstrous, just Hulkbuster style, huge.
Kind of
And
seems like these ones are pretty big, dude.
yeah, so these look like phase three, and
Yeah.
they're also exoskeletons. So I could see Moff Gideon getting in them, and actually wielding his dark saber, and yeah,
Oh my god, dude.
yeah,
That'd be amazing.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what's
Um,
gonna happen.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So, okay, a couple of things there. I heard that there were a version of the Dark Troopers where they were clones retrofitted with tech, so they were like cyborgs.
Hmm.
Is this like from a different thing? Was this like a video game or something?
Sorry, say that again. What?
They were like cyborgs, so they weren't fully robotic. They used like clone bodies, and then they augmented clone bodies, and they had the clones wearing armor and cybernetics.
Yeah,
in one of the
so
versions.
so
of them.
these were droids. These were actual robots.
Right.
They're like in
Yeah.
in the show.
How do you know that?
Because the audio commentary at the end shows that they're just it says that they're robots.
Does it say robots? I must have missed that. I looked at the audio thing. I remember it saying.
So the scientist or
They have-
mechanic was attending to a, I forgot the verbiage, to a
He said. He
droid.
said. I remember he said Death Trooper, but I don't. Okay, I'll have to go back and look at. That's crazy. Okay, so they're droids. Okay, so that's really interesting. Do you think they are made with Beskar?
Probably not.
You don't think so?
No.
So let me ask you something, and this has nothing to do with any spoiler stuff that I know or anything. This is all speculation. Do you remember in Rebels weapon that Sabine creates?
Oh yeah, the cool the light whip.
Yeah, the like electric thing, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that could possibly play a role moving forward?
Why?
Because if he's gonna
to combat
fight
the force, basically.
no, to combat the Mandalorians, to combat the Beskar.
Oh, I see.
It's that lightning. Remember, so it avoids everything but Beskar. It's like the lightning, and then it goes to people that have Beskar on them, and then it basically disintegrates them. And then Sabine is able to switch it so it goes for Plastoid, so it does the Imperials instead. But she creates that weapon for the Empire. It's like an experimental weapon, and it's got like it's basically like electricity that can make Beskar into a weakness rather than a strength. And so I've been thinking a lot about that because I've been thinking about, like what. How did
Oh,
Gideon
that.
take-
Okay, I was talking about something else. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, would that be crazy or what?
That's actually pretty crazy. Yeah, that could make sense.
That could be. That would be. I'm telling you right now. That would be a very bad time
Yeah.
for the people in Beskar.
Yeah.
That would be very bad. So yeah, man. I mean, so if Gideon has these robot things, these robot
dark
troopers,
Yeah.
these dark troopers,
Phase.
what's he
3.
gonna do with them?
Well, he's just gonna unleash them. He's gonna unleash them on probably Ahsoka, and he's probably gonna wear one of them because they are exoskeleton suits. So he's probably just gonna wear one, and he's gonna be like this.
So do
You
Right,
can't
right, right,
you
right.
can't
So you-
slash him with a lightsaber, so you could use force powers where he's probably super big and heavy. So it's gonna be difficult.
So is this kind of you're leaning maybe towards him not necessarily having force abilities then, and maybe having?
Oh, he
tech
definitely
like
doesn't
this?
have force abilities. If he had force abilities, they'd be using some of his own blood for sampling.
Bro, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Dang, I have to recalibrate now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah. So I mean, if Baby Yoda, let's say, dies and they have no more blood, they're eventually gonna find Ahsoka. So you're gonna be like, well,
Well, that's what they want, right?
we got
That's
more.
What they're probably doing.
But the problem is
hunting.
does she have a high enough M count?
That's a good question
Right.
because she certainly wouldn't. Well, depending on how high, we assume that Baby Yoda is pretty high because Yoda had a really high one. So we kind of just assume, we don't know for sure, but we kind of assume that the Yoda species has a propensity for midichlorians, right?
Yeah.
So if he's got a super high one, there's no way Ahsoka has one that high, right? She's a great duelist, but I've never seen her have any sort of, although she does enter Mortis.
She might, dude.
True. We don't know. I don't know.
Plo Koon did find her for a reason.
True.
Right.
True. That'd be really cool. That would be really, really cool.
But we know someone who has an extremely high midichlorian count. Luke.
True. And Gideon, but wouldn't Gideon be potentially afraid of going after someone as high profile as Skywalker, as it could reveal that the Empire and the Remnant is still around?
100%. Yeah.
So maybe he doesn't.
But I think at this point, I think it's pretty much like, all right,
do or die.
Yeah, we kind of gotta. Are we gonna take this chance and get out there and really make some stuff happen, or we're just gonna keep hiding in the hopes that no one finds us?
True.
And slow our own progress.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll tell you this, I can't wait to see these things in action. And it's funny because we've spent a lot of time this season showing the audience how awesome Din Djarin is and how awesome all his Mandalorian friends are. Like Bo-Katan and the Night Owls, they were like SEAL Team 6, dude. They were ridiculous.
Yeah, I find them cool. I don't find Mando all that cool anymore.
Yeah, because of the homies around him,
right? Yeah, because the homies around him.
Right. They're outshining him. I mean, period.
I mean, I don't really care anymore. I want Boba. I want Bo. I want Ahsoka. I want Luke. I want Baby Yoda.
Me too, man. Me too. Yeah. Sorry, Pedro. Yeah. So that's pretty interesting. I want to see them in action. And this is the point I was making. So we've seen how awesome all these Mandos are and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And if you sprinkle in some Jedi stuff, right? If you sprinkle in Ahsoka, if you sprinkle in Ezra, if you sprinkle in Jedi stuff, then it's like they're just gonna cut through everything, dude. They've been destroying everything, but all of a sudden you introduce a little X factor with the Death Troopers. Now all of a sudden we've got a challenge for these Mandalorians that we've seen just be amazing. We've got a challenge for a potential Jedi.
Here's the interesting thing about what Dr. Pershing revealed is that if they're looking for Force-sensitive beings, but not just any Force-sensitive beings, those with a high M count, the whole show, the whole seasons, all these seasons could revolve around them finding high-profile Jedi from Order 66. Luke, cool. Cal Kestis, this and that, which you guys are going to see in tomorrow's video. So it's like, really, we could now be just focusing on really cool stuff, really powerful Jedi who have been in the galaxy, and like Ezra, like they're now going to be looking for these dudes. You feel me?
Sorry, I was just getting hyped. Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so let me tell you this. Okay, so I had this thought. This was a shower thought. It was a literal shower thought. Okay, I'm now starting to think where my original take on the sequels was, how is this possibly the actual sequel trilogy? It's literally about a hand-me-down Vader, a pseudo empire thing that nobody knows about and isn't scary at all. The galaxy themselves aren't even taking these guys seriously, right?
Yeah.
And then it's sort of like an offshoot that barely has any of the OGs involved, right? And so originally I was upset about this. Now I'm starting to appreciate it, because what it means is we can have the whole galaxy and all the actual stuff that was going on, and not this like weird little side quest with like whatever the First Order is and nobody knows what it is. We can now actually have the fully fleshed out history of the galaxy told by totally different creators. What do you think about that?
Right, and that's the thing that I don't like about them bringing the sequels in there, because I know now that it's just going to make a lot more sense. And for me, I don't want to have this show to make the sequels make sense for me. I want to have the sequels be amazing and awesome and make sense, and then have this show just extrapolate that, tenfold. I don't want it to be like, and then like, oh, this is how this happened. Oh, that's how that happens. It's just like cleaning up plot holes, cleaning up issues and things like that, versus embellishing them.
Yeah.
You know?
No, look, I'm with you, but I just think that particularly with the way it was handled in this last episode, because I don't foresee this being a huge part of the show, just sort of a little footnote or a side note, right? And so
I think
I
it's
think
I think
there.
it's a huge part of the show. I think it's going to be
Okay,
the
so it could be.
premise. I
It
think it's
could
going to be
be.
premise.
And that would be interesting, and then I would be wrong about what I'm about to say, right? But I think personally, if instead of doing that, because I agree, that would kind of be bad, right? If the show became the retcon instead of the Mandalorian, I'd have a problem with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I straight up would.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
But okay, so there I'm with you 100%. If they do that, I'm going to be upset. But I think there's a way for them to continue to make that time period more enriched within the lore and the story, not necessarily put all the focus on fixing the sequels, but rather give us something that's parallel to the sequels that can be very enjoyable. So that's like when we look back at this time, the 30 years after Return of the Jedi, we can think, like people like you and I can think about all these other cool things rather than the sequels.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, hey, look, we don't know what they're going to do, and I think your
I love
concern
that.
is fair.
Yeah, I love
but-
that. I love that the way of thinking. It's just for me, and I hate being one of those dudes who just like can't stop thinking about this or that and like the what's garbage or whatever. But it's like, dude, you ended Luke's story, and it just ended so terribly. I can't get over it. It's just something I can't get over, and it will. For that reason alone, I'll never like the sequels.
Yeah.
Just because of
And I
what you
think
did
that-
to my guy, it's
And I think, look, man, I think that
And I
that's
don't have to.
totally fair.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have to.
I think that's fair, and I also think fans like myself should try to, understand that. We should try to understand that, like where it's like, yeah, no, I mean, I can get that. I try to think of an example. Maybe for me, I don't know. I almost want to. I could try to think of another example, but it would be challenging. But I think the main point is that that's totally fair. I agree with your concern about the show. I don't want it to become the retcon.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I'm not so. I don't share that feeling that you have. I was upset by it, but I wasn't as upset by it, right? So I'm still able to appreciate
Yeah.
some things about Luke in the sequels, some of the things about Rey. I don't hate the Rey character. She's not a good character. She's not. Period. She's not a good character. I don't hate her. And
well, hate's
so-
a strong word, but I mean, I don't think anything of her. I don't like her.
There you go. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's kind of tricky because I wouldn't say I like her either. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing like more of her, I guess, where I feel like you would.
I
kinda,
I
right?
don't want to see more of her. Yeah,
Right,
I don't.
right. So I
Yeah.
think, if I was Disney, I would probably consider that. Look, this is my thing. I think Feige does a great job of what I always say. He gives everybody the toys, right? So like he'll give the hardcore people that love Moon Knight, he'll give them the toys and this cool Egyptian mercenary that's got all these mystical powers. But then he'll also give the toys to, Miss Marvel, a young Muslim hero that, is a lot about social issues and that kind of stuff, right? So that's the toy for certain types of fans that want that toy. And that's all good. Just make sure you give all the fans a toy. And I think we're going to be okay. And I think one of the problems with Star Wars over the past 4 years is they weren't giving fans like you enough toys. You know what I mean? It kind of sounds like childish or whatever, but that's like the metaphor that I use is that they were giving all these brand new toys to all these new fans. And then the people like you were kind of over there like,
Well, it was not only that, but it was basically to spotlight. They did it in the wrong way. To spotlight the new characters that they want to bring in, they not only took the spotlight off of the main characters who have always been there, but they disrespected and killed their characters. All of them. Yeah, it's
Right.
like, what?
that was a very bad idea.
Instead
Yeah.
of promoting the main characters, making them more heroic, and then in the end, they pass on the baton to the new ones, that would make you love the new characters so much more, instead of in the hopes of getting all the focus on the new guys and girls, we're going to kill these guys off and
Yeah.
just let the past die. Like, what?
Yeah,
What
and
is
I'll
that?
tell you this. This is a point that you've made before, but I think bears repeating, is that, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, a show that does this exact problem, but like perfectly is Cobra Kai. So Cobra Kai takes the legacy of the characters from the OG stuff and has a brilliant way of passing on the baton. True student teacher relationship, which is so cool. And you're absolutely right, man. They did not pass the baton well at all. It would be like in the Olympics, they literally like dropped.
You want to know
it
why
and then
Cobra Kai
fumbled
succeeds so
around.
well? Shout out to my Cobra Kai channel. Almost about to hit 100K subs. Check it out, Cobra Kai Theory. It does so well because the writers are major fans of Karate Kid.
Yes, 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 yes.
You don't have J.J. Abrams who's like, oh, I hate the prequels. You don't have Rian Johnson who doesn't know anything about Star Wars. Like, you got,
and that should be 101. And I agree with you. And this is where we sort of get back into that thing where it's like, how did Kathy miss that, right? So it's like, for all the things we just said that were really nice, at the end of the day, she made the wrong call with hiring these people. Ultimately, you know what I mean? Like, she made the wrong
She
call.
hired them, right? Not Bob Iger.
Yeah, she hired them, but I think it was one of those things where, from the studio perspective, they wanted a big name. You know what I mean? Like, they wanted a big name. I'm sure they went after a lot of big names. They wanted a big name, and I understand that. But JJ, like, here's the thing that's crazy. Apparently, JJ had outlines, and they didn't even use those. Like, so I just don't understand it. Like, you're gonna get the big name, the guy's gonna give you outlines. Rian Johnson's like, I don't want to use those, and does his own thing, and then Kathy's just like, cool.
Well, and I like J.J. Abrams. You know, I think he's a nice guy.
He's
and
talented. I like his work,
I
yeah.
think he's talented. I just, once you told me that thing about him not liking the prequels, I'm like, what? Why?
It's kind of tough. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Yeah.
That's literally half of Star Wars.
I know. At the time, it was literally half of Star Wars. Yeah.
Currently.
It's crazy. Yeah. I see what you did there. But Rogue One exists, bro. Come on now.
Yeah.
In your favorite holiday special. Shout out to everybody that watched the holiday special with us, where I was like this. In theory, it was like,
No, I wasn't like that. I was just like, all right, whatever. It's just
Yeah,
a fun
I'm
Lego
just
movie for
playing.
kids. It's cool.
no, I'm just playing. No,
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's good stuff, though.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, look, what they're doing with Mando is great. Tying the sequels in. I'm not gonna give it the verdict yet, in my opinion, of
Yeah.
course. And look, sure, I have a few subs, but you know that doesn't mean I'm an authority on Star Wars, guys. That just means I'm a Star Wars fan at the end of the day. So my opinion doesn't have to be yours, and yours doesn't have to be mine, and that's the great part of it. Is I'm just a Star Wars fan. So, never take someone's YouTube subs as a form of officiality or authenticity of having a grandiose opinion or something that is more official than a
Or
fan.
being like an authority on.
Yeah, I'm not an authority.
Yeah, on like how you should feel, particularly with Star Wars. Star Wars is such an intimate experience. It really is supposed to give you personally feelings, yeah. So if you have a really intimate relationship with one of the sequel films, I personally think that's awesome. Welcome to the club, the overarching club, which is being a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, you're very welcome. You might just want to, talk about your Rey theories with a certain crowd as compared to another crowd. I think that's totally fine too.
Yeah.
Fans need to understand that, like when we went in the like back in the day, like in the comic book shop and stuff like that, man, like fandom has always been contentious. You know what I mean? And so I think there are a lot of things that happen in the Star Wars fandom that are more or less par for the course, but we just get too emotional about it. Like, man, people have been crapping on Boba Fett, and then other fans have been defending Boba Fett for like 30 years.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, there's fans that are like, dude, he's a joke. He got whipped into the
Yeah.
Sarlacc pit. He's a joke. And then other fans are like, he's the greatest.
Yeah.
That's just called being a fan. So I think, yeah, man, I think we're all okay here, fans. You know what I mean? Like, I think things are heading in a good direction, and I think we're all just figuring it out. You know what I mean? And
Well,
I think
we're all in it together. I mean, we're just
Yeah, man.
like imagine imagine sequel fans and then sequel dislikers. I don't want to say haters. It's a very hard word. Are let's say arguing, and then comes along, I don't know, some bully who's like, you guys are arguing about Star Wars. You both suck. It's like, well, now you and I are gonna team up and we're gonna,
Yep.
you know, tell this
Yep,
dude
you know.
off.
Yep,
You know
and
that, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. It's like that's how it works.
And I wish we were more aware of that, because there are a lot of people, and let's be real, like we are, I always like to admit that it is a little strange. I mean, I find what I do awesome and I love my life, but it is a little weird. Like, you know what I mean? To literally, to have Star Wars such an important part of your life, and to be involved with it as much as we are, it is a little weird, but it's okay. And if you're one of those people, I thought this was one of the best parts of Celebration. I'm sure you can attest to this. Everywhere you go, it's Star Wars fans. If you're in line to get a slice of pizza,
Yeah.
you could be talking about Star Wars.
Yeah,
You're in the
man.
line in the bathroom, you could be talking about Star Wars. You're in the parking lot, you could talk about Star Wars. And it's, for the most part, incredibly positive. I don't get a
There
lot of
was
this
not
negativity.
a moment of negativity at Star Wars Celebration. It was the most fun experience I have had being a Star Wars fan at a certain convention or anything like that. It was
man.
great, dude. It was
great.
so cool. I'm so
Yeah.
bummed that we didn't get to go this last year because of COVID, but I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. And I think that those kind of moments, hopefully we can kind of heal as a fandom moving forward, because I think those kind of moments and the connectivity that we all have as fans, I think is very important. We need to remember this. We should not be beating each other up as much as we
Well,
are.
also hold on. Mind you, at Celebration, everyone was super pumped for Episode 9. There was hope in the air. There was a lot of
Not
excitement.
at first.
No,
Not
but
at
then once
first.
we heard
The
Palpatine's
right,
voice,
right,
the
yes.
entire, like, I'm telling you guys, like, for those of you who
Yeah.
weren't there in Chicago, the entire
It was
energy
magic,
of the
dude.
place. Were you there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, we didn't meet.
Dude, apparently
What?
you and I walked past each other in front of the main stage at one point, but it was just too crazy. Like I turned, like one of my producers was with me and he was like, "Yo, that's Star Wars Theory." And like I turned around and like I couldn't even see you. Like cuz it was one of those parts where it's like swarmed with people, you know what I mean?
And I was gone.
But apparently we walked past each other. Yeah, it's pretty
Cool,
wild.
man.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
Like 6 foot.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Nah. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, like I'm like, all right, I'll tell you the secret. Everybody here, I'm 5'11" and a half. And that half inch, I always just,
You just round it up. Yeah, if you got shoes on.
of course.
Yeah. I'm 5'10", so I'll be looking up at you.
Yeah, that's all. We'll be
Hey,
looking up at the
Josh!
screen. We'll both be. You know what? We'll get a Wookiee. We'll get a Wookiee, and then we'll both.
And
be
then
looking up,
it'll balance out, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
My
There we
ideal height when I was growing up, I always wanted to be 6'4".
go. Okay, right on, right on. Well, I've always been a fan of Vegeta, right? So I've always been a
Vegeta
fan
was
of
my
the more.
favorite. Yeah.
Well, he's shorter, right?
Yeah, he's
so that's
short.
one of the things, right? So that's one of the things I always liked about him was like he always had that underdog kind of thing, right? And then like I don't know about you, but like so when I did martial arts a lot, I used to love taking a crack at a dude that was like much bigger than me or much taller than me. I used to like I used to see it as a challenge, and I'd be like, I feel like Vegeta a little bit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Where it's like, oh, you don't think I can jump in there?
Yeah.
You think you've got this reach and I can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so for me, I've always been pretty comfortable with my, like I've always been like, no, this is feels about right for me. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But yeah, man, the taller guys and the bigger guys, it doesn't necessarily mean that they can move in a pinch or scramble.
Well,
in a
my
fight.
family was six. Like my mom's German side is they were all like 6'4", 6'5",
Oh, for
6'3",
real?
yeah,
Okay.
stuff like that. So when I had my disease as a kid, when they put me on chemo, it actually crushed a couple discs in my spine, so it left me a little shorter than I would have. It was shorter than I expected. So, literally, yeah,
How about
literally.
that?
So
yeah, but you're alive.
I'm alive. Yeah, I'm
That's a
alive.
pretty good trade-off, you know. That's a pretty good trade-off.
It
I'd
is,
say.
yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's cool that we walked by each other. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, you know, and there won't be one next year.
No.
But I tell you this, in 2022, man, wouldn't it be great to do a live nerd theory podcast?
That'd be fun.
At like a little panel thing, man.
Yeah, that'd be
Get some
cool.
people in the room and like get feel that energy, dude. Because it's if you've never been,
We'd
ladies
have to
and
buy a
gentlemen, to
panel,
Star Wars
right?
Celebration. I don't think so. We'll talk about it later. We'll figure that out.
Maybe we
No,
could
no,
ask
I know.
Mark for like some help or something.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I know. Well, yeah, I've got a guy. I got a guy over there. We can figure it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If it's still Reed Pop, then yeah, for sure.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, yeah. It's.
Yeah,
I think it's
it
always
should be no
repop.
problem
Yeah.
for us. Yeah, it should be no problem for us. It would be good for them. It'd be good for us. It'd be good for the fans. It'd be good for everybody. So we should be able to figure that out.
Cool. Yeah, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that, and we could also do like meetups at Galaxy's Edge and stuff like that, which should be fun as hell.
Because I think it's going to be Anaheim, right? Even
Yeah, it's gonna be right
even
next to it. Yeah.
Right, right, and that's great because, like you said, that's right where
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever been there?
Yeah. Well, I haven't been to that one. I've been to the one in Orlando. I had like, I'll be honest with you, I didn't have the best time, but it's actually on me. It wasn't on them when I had the bad
Really?
time.
I had a great time.
Bro, I had such a bad time. I didn't make a video about it because I didn't want to be that guy.
What? Why didn't you have a good time?
All right, so check this out. It's really weird. We happened to go when they were testing the new ride, the Resistance ride, okay? And I didn't know they were testing it, and it was a slow season, but they brought in all these celebrities and people.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was
test
next
the
to Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, well, guess what? That ruined my experience.
Why?
Because the whole park was jammed. Everything was sold out. I couldn't even make my own saber, dude. The Savvy's workshop was filled the whole time. So, like, for me, I didn't have that great of experience. But honestly, just got unlucky. Like, how are you supposed to know they're testing the? You know what I mean? Like, they're testing the ride behind the
Yeah,
scenes
I got
and
in because of Jamie Costa. So otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten
cool.
in. Yeah.
Cool.
I tried to. I asked if I could get in. They were like,
They weren't letting anybody. I mean, they wouldn't let Christian Harloff in. I don't know if anybody in chat knows what I'm talking about with that famous meme where he was.
"Is that why they didn't let him in?"
Well, he got really angry on a live show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And-
No, I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah, where he blew up.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so they weren't inviting a lot of people to Galaxy's Edge, and there were a lot of Star Wars fans that were mad.
I wasn't mad. I was just like, okay, well, I guess I won't be able to see it. And then
Right.
Jamie Costa was just the bro he is. He's like, yo, he always gets into these things. He's just one of those guys, and
That's cool.
he was
man. Yeah.
generous enough to offer me his guest slot, and I got in there, and it was cool. Yeah, I made a video about it. If you go, there are a ton of apparently famous people in there that I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, because a lot of the comments were
Yeah.
like, I love how Theory's just like right next to so and so and doesn't even care. Or whatever. I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, who? What?
Well, like, so I had no idea, and then there's all these people like scurrying around, and everybody's like behind the scenes. Everything's sold out. The lines are super long. I'm like, what is going on?
Mhm.
You know. So finally, like, one of the gals was like, yeah, we're testing a new ride, and there's a lot of people here, VIPs and stuff. And I'm just like, dude, let people know.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
True.
I would not have come today
Yeah,
if
true.
I had known this. But anyway, look, Galaxy's Edge was cool. I got unlucky. I can't wait to go again. I can't wait to go with you in 2022.
It's gonna be fun.
That'll
Yeah.
be dope.
Yeah, it felt like I was Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Like it was like a line of like the people that were going in, and then I was watching like we were behind like this whole section that was like roped off and cut off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then outside there's like a monsoon of people just like watching us all walk in, and I was like,
Yeah, dude.
I kind of feel like a butthole right now.
Yeah, and I was the guy on
You
the
were
other
the
side.
you were the dude.
being like, you guys are buttholes.
Yeah, you were the guy on the other side. Yeah, I
You
was
know
the
what I mean?
butthole. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
but whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those things. No, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, but that'll be really cool to be able to go by then. And you know, the other thing too that'll be cool is Star Wars is. I mean, we're gonna be in such a good place in 2022. A lot of the shows and the development and stuff will be out there a little bit more. We'll have a better idea of the Filoniverse. We might have a better look at the films even too. I know very little about the films. I'm really interested about that. So 2022 for Star Wars might end up being like real cool, man. Like this could end up being a really big celebration, one for the books for sure.
Literally a big celebration. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the Kenobi show. I think it's gonna be great.
Heck yeah, man.
All right,
yeah.
peoples. Shall we answer some super chats?
Yeah.
Let's get to them
yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yep. Might as well, huh?
Can you guys talk about what you think is going to happen with Ahsoka and how it ties in with Baby Yoda and Gideon and stuff?
I think you can.
Tomorrow's video. Star Wars comics, the YouTube channel, hella clickbait. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that guy.
Yeah, I don't know too much about him, but I would, on the surface, I would agree with that statement that was made.
I'm not even gonna comment on that.
Yep.
Yeah, because I just. I wish there were more stories of the Sith in live action. If you think about it, the casual fan really doesn't know much about them.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
I want to see a Young Palps show.
Oh yeah, man.
That's what
of
I wanna see.
course. Who you think could play him? I can't cast it. I'm horrible with that. But who would you want to play him?
Tom Hiddleston.
Perfect, dude.
Yeah.
That's legit perfect.
Yeah.
And I'll be very angry if anyone else does it now.
Yeah. I wish there were more story. Okay, we got. What if? Let's just Groundhog Day. Read the same super chat over and over again.
Yeah. Just
What if
over and over again.
Lucasfilm killed off Cara Dune due to Twitter?
Yeah, they're okay.
I'm not gonna get
Definitely
into it.
not. Yeah, no, we don't have to get into it, but definitely not. I'll tell you this. There's one thing that's kind of interesting is on the Funko Pop for Kara, that little rebel badge that we saw on the table.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, so that badge is on her Funko Pop. That's all. That's all I'll say. So yeah, no, they're not. I don't think she's gonna.
So
go
does
off.
she join the rebellion?
I think so. Yeah. Who knows for sure, but yeah, I think so.
Snoke or Palpatine have to be around by now because they are already corrupting baby Ben Solo. Hence why Leia could sense darkness in Ben before he was born.
Yeah, but I would just say yeah, but. I mean, they're obviously look.
Yeah,
If
but
it
it's
is
not.
really
It's not
Palps,
Snoke. It's Palps, dude.
yeah, it's Palps. And if it truly is Palps, he's being careful about it. He's being Palps about it. This is the guy that hid from the entire Jedi Order
Yeah.
when tens of thousands of them were around. If you don't think he can sneak around, no.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, dude.
I mean, it's Palps. Come on.
Well, there's no one more knowledgeable and patient and wise than Palpatine.
Correct.
All the scenes in the Mando trailer have appeared in these 4 episodes. We're going in blind, boys. Love the podcast. Keep up the awesome work. Thanks, Fabian. Would having Luke briefly in Mando help explain why he was trying to find Exegol in The Rise of Skywalker? Would Luke also be a fugitive in the eyes of the Imperials, or am I missing something? Yeah, he would be a fugitive, for sure. Of course.
Yeah, in the eyes of the Imperials, of course. He's like #1 most wanted. Bro.
Yeah, he destroyed the Death
Yeah.
Star, killed Vader,
Yeah,
and
dude.
killed the Emperor.
It's a super bad look.
Yeah, to them.
Yeah.
Joseph, thank you so much. What I can't understand is Bo-Katan was alive during the Clone Wars and she's in the Mando. Doesn't make sense. Luke died of old age, more or less. So how she's still young and alive? What? I didn't understand that.
Luke did not die from old age.
No, he didn't die from old age. He died because...
He died because he did one of the most ridiculous feats we've ever seen in the Force. Still not super cool. Would have preferred him to actually be there. But you can't deny that that's literally one of the craziest things we've ever seen in the Force. It's ridiculous. Force projecting halfway across the galaxy? Come on. He manifests the dice theory. He manifests the dice. They stay in her hand. How's it possible? How does he do it? I don't know.
He's just a
Face
hologram.
right now. Your face is perfect right now.
He's-
No, it's not. She has them physically in her hand. It's not a hologram. How do you do it? I don't know.
I don't know. Who cares?
Who cares? Next super chat.
Yeah, who cares? He's just
Who cares?
force projected. Would have been cooler if he actually showed up and was there
Yeah, for real.
and didn't get blown up.
Agreed.
Imagine that if
Agreed.
you had a force field
Yeah, I
around
know,
them.
right?
When you're
Imagine that.
more,
Yeah,
and then just
and he's like,
and he's like, "Yo,
kind of
I'm-
like what you did in the Vader film with all the Gallic gun.
well, yeah.
where he
Instead
has
of
all
him
the bolts like
freezing
that.
them, he would have just. Well, look, in Dark Empire, he actually did destroy an AT-AT.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he uses Force lightning in a space battle in Dark Empire, doesn't he? Doesn't he like do similar to the Emperor does, where he's like got a, yeah, I don't know, I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure he does.
He literally just like that scene. It's like it was taken from Dark Empire, but he just actually was there and he destroyed it with his lightsaber
Yeah.
and the Force.
Yeah, he should. They should have totally done that. That would have been much cooler.
Yeah. My issue with using Mando to tie in the sequels is we would need to sacrifice either the child or Ahsoka. Yeah, probably Ahsoka's gonna die. Pablo Hidalgo said that George Lucas was gonna end Luke in a similar way in his own Episode 8 trilogy that he never made. Yeah, I don't really believe that, dude, because a lot of other interviews, George was like, well, no, he was gonna die in Episode 9. And then even Mark Hamill was like, well, can't you kill me off in Episode 9? And he said he was talking to George like every week on the phone. And 100% he was voicing his disgust at what was going on. So it's just like...
Yeah, dude. And plus the thing we talked about a couple weeks back with that Paul Duncan book, that's a quote that came from last year. Does any of that seem like he was like... Does any of that seem like it was like the sequels?
Does any of that seem like Luke was going to die in Episode 8? No, Luke was around.
Like, no. None. It bears like slight resemblance, but no. For all intents and purposes, I don't believe that. And I don't believe Pablo.
Nope. I think they're just doing a lot of what's the word? Crash
control, whatever. Something like
what?
that. Yeah.
Whatever. And what from like an excerpt that what he wrote in a book that is not even an official book? I have it sitting right here. I did my research on it. It's like no. It's literally that like one little tidbit you see, and there's no more information about it. Nothing whatsoever.
Yeah, so I choose to. I don't believe that. I don't believe it at all.
Did you see the Rebel Cannons? Did you see the Rebel Recons on official Star Wars channel? They always talked about each episode in detail with Andy Gutierrez and Pablo Hidalgo. Rebel Recons? No, I didn't.
No, I've never seen it.
No. Yeah.
Andy seems cool though. Andy Gutierrez. She seem alright. Nicer than Pablo, that's for sure.
Well, Pablo was a cool guy. Just
dude, he was. Remember when he would actually like answer stuff, and he actually like loved Star Wars, and he would like talk about.
I think he loves Star Wars. I think he's just
like bitter or whatever.
They're people at the end of the day, you know. The only person I have never seen lose his cool or professionalism is Sam Witwer.
True. Yeah.
That guy is like uncrackable. It's just great.
Yeah, he's a brick wall with that sort of stuff. I admire his zen.
Yeah, I want to get to that level. Yeah,
I'm definitely not there. Yeah.
No, I'm getting better though. I think by the time we're what is he 40?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
probably early 40s.
Yeah, we got 10 years to go. How old are you?
I'll be 33 actually.
Oh damn, you're older than me.
At the end of the year.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I know. I don't look it.
I'm a youngin.
Yeah. I'm an old fart, dude.
Oh, you're like 2 years older, 3 years older.
Yeah, but those 2 years are rough, brother.
Oh.
You're gonna feel it. You're gonna be like, oh no, what happens in your 30s? I don't like this. Yeah. That's why you're always up when I'm going. Or
there's stuff to combat that.
Okay. All right. Let me know later.
I don't know. I just know that I don't want to feel like I'm an old man when I'm an old man. So when I'm 40 or 50 or whatever, when the time's right, I'll consider doctor prescribed options of different things.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Grievous route.
Cyberpunk style.
Yeah, man.
Cybernetic implants.
Thinking about getting metal legs. It's a risky operation, but
yeah, we're headed that way.
We are actually. It's weird, right?
Yeah, within the next 20 years.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Kind of cool to think about.
It is kind of cool to think about. Yeah.
You're gonna have like brain implants and like.
Well, the one thing I saw recently was they have a truck that its headlights fly out like drones, and they actually cast a bunch of light separate from the vehicle, like on all these different angles around the vehicle.
Cool, dude.
And I was like, that is crazy. Can you imagine if we had that for our eyes?
Yeah.
Right? Like, so have you ever seen, I forget what movie it was, but Jared Leto has a character like that where his eyes
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Blade Runner 2049.
You can see from all these different angles, dude. Yeah. Stuff's going to get really weird.
Awesome movie. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great
10
movie.
years, you say? You say 10 years?
I'd say the next 10 to 20 years are going to be really crazy. I think we will see some ridiculous stuff in the next 10 years, but we're probably looking at like 20 years for the
I
real
think by the time I'm
craziness.
50 or 60, I'm probably gonna look and feel like I'm 30.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing that'll be weird is like all the kids will be like heavily augmenting their
I
bodies.
know.
So
It's
they'll
gonna be
have like
weird.
ears and fur and like scales and stuff. And like people like you and me are going to be like, I don't know about all
They
these
were like
what these
these
kids
young
are.
whippersnappers and they're
Yeah, we're gonna be like
weirdos.
these kids are crazy. And then they're like they got like claws and stuff. Yeah, it's going to be weird.
I wonder if we're gonna live to be really old because of all this technology. I mean, we'll be
Yeah,
right.
I
We'll
would
be
say
right
so.
at the start of it, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. I would say if you can live the next 20, 25 years healthily, you're probably going to be good for a long time. But then again, like, that's if you get lucky. And like you could die tomorrow. Life is a gift and
Yeah.
yeah.
In my gaming stream the other day, someone said that they were gonna mail me Ryzen if I didn't donate to a streamer $200.
I don't know what that is. Is that like a poison or
Yeah, it's
something?
poison. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty messed up.
Yeah, I've been contemplating ending YouTube for a while now, and then like today when we started the stream, there was like some kid spamming "Die Star Wars Theory." It's like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
wrong with you
yeah.
people? Like I make Star
I
Wars
know.
videos. What mentally went wrong with you people? I don't understand. You know, like what did I do to warrant that? Like
Yeah.
seriously, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of these people are sort of like a lot. It's funny. It goes back to something we were talking about the spoiler thing at the beginning of the stream, right? And I was thinking a lot about this, because I just really try to be sensitive to other people's perceptions of it. Y- you know, the thing that I thought was horrible, the worst part of it was the people that were irresponsible with the information. So like they would go on Twitter or they'd go onto other people's YouTubes or text their friends and just be like, spoiler in your face, like just because they get off on that, right? And it sucks, man. It sucks that there are people out there like that, and there are people out there that are going to do
Yeah.
that. But I think that like the only thing we can really do is just try to like do our best, sort of protect our flocks as much as we can. And look, man, buttholes are gonna butthole, bro. Like that's
It's just weird. It's just weird shit to see. Like I was doing my God of War stream, was it 2 days ago now, and I'm just like enjoying life. I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
Some weirdo with like 8 alt accounts comes on there and he's like, donate to this streamer right now, or I have your location. I'm gonna send Ryzen to your house. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. And the thing that really is crazy about that is that he must know who he or she must know who you are, and they must get a rise or like a positive feeling from putting you in this compromised position.
Well, I
You know
mean, I
what I
just
mean? Like,
laughed and
yeah.
I was like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Like, have fun, go to jail. I don't, whatever. Like,
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're protected.
I don't
You know
want
what
to deal
I mean?
with
So
it.
it's
Well,
like,
it's not even that. It's just I don't even. I didn't like. Why do I have to see that shit? I'm just making Star Wars. I'm just a Star Wars fan. I've always been a Star. Why does that warrant this kind of treatment towards me? For what?
yeah.
For what? What have I done?
Yeah. I get it, man.
Back when
I
episode
get it.
9 came out, I was getting death and rape threats to my fiance.
Yeah, I know.
They're getting pictures of her with red X's all over it, saying, "Oh, we're gonna do this and that." And it's like, what? I don't get it, dude. I don't, and it
Yeah.
makes me just not even want to continue. It's like what is the enjoyment? What enjoyment am I getting out of this anymore?
Yeah.
I'm not.
I understand.
I'm not getting any
No,
enjoyment with this kind of bullshit I have to put up with.
I totally understand that. I think, man, the truth is, like, at someone at your level is just because of scale inevitably going to run up against more buttholes than like someone like me, or more buttholes than like your average person. And then if we sort of scale up from you, right? We've talked about the Kelly Marie Tran stuff before, and it's just like, you can imagine what it's like for someone like her or someone like a John Boyega, right? You can imagine Boyega getting from the jump. You remember that first trailer where they showed underneath the stormtrooper helmet that it was a black man?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna go ahead and say he got a couple DMs and emails about that. You know what I mean? And like that is just crazy to me. But at the end of the day, man, I really and truly think that all of that kind of stuff and all of that energy and where all of that comes from, it is kind of important that we rise above it. You know what I mean? And I don't want to get
Of course,
I,
rise above. I mean, I've been doing this for 4.5 years, and if it's not that, it's people on Twitter photoshopping things, trying to cancel me, and then making 12 alt accounts. Like last night, some idiot was doing that, and then literally photoshopped something and was like, oh, I can't believe you. And then I looked at all of his accounts, and I'm like, they're following each other. They're all the same person. They were just created. I'm
yeah,
like, what's wrong with you people, dude? And if
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
that,
yeah,
it's other Star Wars YouTubers throwing shade at me and then being a two-faced little. I don't get it. And I stay in my lane. I don't say
yeah,
anything. I don't cause drama. I just have fun with Star Wars, and I enjoy my job at the end of the day because I love what I do. But it
yeah,
makes it hard. It's like it follows me to my gaming channel. It follows me to here. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Like,
yeah. No, I mean, dude,
leave me
trust me, I
alone.
appreciate.
F off.
I totally, yeah, for sure. I totally appreciate being in that spot. It's crazy. Like it is insanity, and it's super unfortunate. I think in the example of John versus Kelly, like seriously, no harsh judgments on Kelly, and I think everybody deals with mental things differently, and everybody has their own version of mental fortitude and whatever. But I think that John, he's mentioned this in interviews before, talking about mental fortitude and just really being able to take all of that and almost like even forgive the people. Like as weird as it seems, like if anything, you should really pity people like that, man. You know what I mean? Because like I think about it and I'm like, man, how low do you have to be as a person, or how much lacking must there be all around you and inside you for that to be where you put your energy? I truly pity people that are living that low of a life, and it really is a low vibration life. You know what I mean? I really and truly do pity them. um and of course I wish they would stop, but
Well, you can't make them stop, just like you can't that whole thing about stop bullying. It's like, well, bullying is never going to be stopped. You got to train your
right,
kid to be stronger than the bullies and not to worry
correct,
about it. But
yeah,
you know, when I come on, let's say today to do the show, and I just want to vibe and have some fun and watch and talk about Star Wars and theorize and just escape a little bit
yeah,
and help other people escape. And it's like the first thing I see is like this spammer saying like die like
right,
a
yeah,
million times, and I'm just like, I see it from the corner of my eye, and I'm like, all right, man, like it almost triggers this certain response of never being left alone when I was a kid by bullies and people, and it's just like people just always have been picking on me. Like I don't
mm,
I for the most part I don't bug people. I just do my own thing.
yeah,
And I know you don't bug people, and it's like
yeah, yeah,
makes
man.
me a very angry person,
Well, I mean, look, I think that
you know.
I respect your honesty, and I respect you being willing to sort of open up about that and talk about that. And I think that there's this other thing too that I would caution everybody in the. Okay.
Strong. I think we
Yeah,
have the
I
same
get it.
one. Yeah, yeah, this thing comes loose sometimes.
Okay.
It's weird.
Well. Okay. Well. Anyway, I'll do this for a second and then I'll adjust it.
No, just put it in
Just
and
screw it in or
yeah,
whatever?
the black piece. The black piece.
Oh, right.
Yeah, right, there
Okay.
you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you have the old adapter on it, eh? I got this one. I got this thing. Josh,
What's up?
this thing.
Oh, yeah. 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 I got that over there.
The bigger one. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I probably should because I do pop my peas a lot.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I find it
How's
helps
that?
me a bit more.
Oh, okay. Okay. So point I was gonna make was, oh man, can I even remember this, dude? Like, what? Can
That
I
was
even
epic, man.
remember?
How'd
Like,
that even
come on,
happen,
just what
bro?
happened? Yeah, dude. Like, what? Um. Okay. Here's what I was gonna say. There tends to be in our society a gatekeeping that is done on suffering. Okay. Now, I experienced this. I'm sure you experience it even more, where people look at us and they say, oh, well, you do what you love. You make a ton of money talking about Star Wars, Marvel, or whatever. How dare you suffer or have problems or have issues? And if you
Hmm.
complain, people get upset because they think you have all this privilege, therefore you're not allowed to suffer. And you see this a lot with like big YouTubers, like whether it be, or rather streamers, whether it be like Pokimane or I don't know, Shroud, Summit 1G, who are, all of these different people. Doc is a great example, right? Where we see the success and we see the brand and we see all of this gravitas, and we're like, that person can't be suffering. And if they complain or talk about suffering, I hate it, because I think
because they value money so much. They think money changes everything.
Right.
Money just doesn't change anything.
Precisely.
And in the beginning, like, look, anyone can be a successful YouTuber. You just got to be willing to put in the work. So this wasn't given to me by my daddy. This wasn't given to me by mommy. This isn't daddy's money or mommy's money. This is my own hard work. This is my entire life of being cast out from the popular kids and going home and finding happiness and enjoyment in Star Wars and loving Star Wars. So what you see on the channel isn't I need to make some money, I'm going to make some Star Wars videos. It's not that, man. It's my entire life of loving this franchise and feeling like I have an escape out of my years in high school and elementary school.
Yeah.
So it's and that's something that they, because of their own stupidity or whatever, they don't see that. And I know for you it's the same way. So it's, for a lot of people it's the same way. I wish I could say that about a lot of Star Wars channels.
Yeah.
A lot of them have told me, I've met one in particular in person, and it just rubs me the wrong way. They're just like, oh yeah, like I lost my job, and like, whatever you don't know, you just Google it and slap a couple images together and boom, upload. All good.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. And I'm like,
they sort of become algorithm junkies.
I'm like, Jesus, bro. Like what? Which is, dude, do your thing, But in my point of view, it's like, you're taking something that's so wholesome to me and just turning it into this money machine kind of thing where you're almost bamboozling people by, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Look, I agree.
It's all about money. Everyone always talks about money. It's like, that was never, that's not a...
Yeah. No, I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. It's an interesting... It is an interesting situation, but I think that, look, I was open with my subscribers and people about this a lot, but like around the time of Rise of Skywalker, I was going through a lot of mental health issues because of the Star Wars fan base, my own anxiety, my own struggles, and my inability to sort of face things in the right way. But ultimately, the fan base was so contentious, and things were so drama filled. It felt like you couldn't do a single video without things becoming a war. You know what I mean? And just all this drama and stuff like that. It was a real emotionally draining, not good spot to be in. I think that a lot of fans probably felt a lot of anxiety, and I think a lot of content creators felt a lot of anxiety, and it wasn't good. And I think that we are now in a much better place. I think there's a lot of things that need to still be reckoned with, and we still need to work on some of these things. But I think that I think things are turning around, man. I think this podcast is a great example of how we can round the corner on this thing and how we can find positivity even in the wake of, let's face it, a pretty big disappointing moment, for Star Wars fans. I think episode 9 really disappointed a lot of people, people that didn't like The Last Jedi and people that did, right? It left a lot of people with a really weird taste in their mouth. And if we can pull out of this and we can find some common ground and some things to cheer together about, I think we're gonna be fine. I do. I think we're gonna be just fine. But also, yeah, man, I think people sometimes don't understand how tough it can be. I know it sounds so like, oh, freaking your anxiety from doing Star Wars videos. It's like you just don't really know, unless you're doing it. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know.
I'm sorry you went through that, man. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was rough. Yeah. And I think people could tell too. A lot of my fans could tell. They could tell, dude. Like I was quick to anger. I was I'd be very harsh, whether it was in a stream or in a video. My, I wasn't as even keel about things. I'd get very triggered and stuff.
Interesting.
And I think people could tell, that I was not in a great place with it. So.
Interesting. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man, but I'm happy you seem to have found a bit more of your way and not be affected.
Yeah, I mean, 2020 was weird, and it was
for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, for everyone.
For the
And it
world.
was super tough for the world, right? And it was super tough at the beginning, but I'll tell you this, man. I did a lot of personal growth and soul searching during this time as well, and I feel like I'm literally a better person now. So it's cool.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's
Very
good.
positive.
Yeah, me too. I feel like I've made a lot of progress myself, just as a person. I feel like if you can't make progress as a person, then what are you doing?
You're stuck.
Yeah, I mean, then you're just.
regressing.
What's the
Yeah.
point?
Yeah.
So. All right, chat. We digressed a little bit, but I guess that's what we do.
That's what we do. Give them the love,
Yeah. All right. Well, back to answering your guys' stuff. Bring back Yadel and Yadel. Poof was my favorite. He looked like a Q-tip.
Yeah, he did look wild, dude. That would be great to see him. Yeah. That would be
Giant of
wild.
the East. Don't like sand. Logan says, I wonder if Ahsoka is with Rex, Sabine, or Ezra in episode 5. Thoughts? I don't think she's found Ezra yet. They wouldn't find him off screen. Do you think they would find him off screen?
I don't know. I go back and forth on it. I go back and forth on it. I was definitely on one train of thought, and then with all the stuff I was told, now I'm kind of on a different train of thought. And by the way, I don't know everything, right? I don't know anything beyond episode 5 really, but yeah, I'm really I don't know. I don't know if they would find Ezra off camera. I don't know.
I think he'll come in maybe season. Well, I don't know. What's with Rahul like posting all that stuff?
Yeah, again, it's so
Do you think he's-
weird, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think he's
I mean,
legit about it? Like it could be.
No, I think he's definitely playing. Man, I'll tell you, we'll have a very interesting conversation next week because after this episode comes out, there's some other stuff that I kind of want to talk about too, because it's like I can't really touch it right now. But yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to be spoiled. Yo Theory, how do you feel? How do you feel about Star Wars comics? Lol. Why you guys keep asking me about that guy? I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to give him airtime. There's
yeah.
Not even gonna get into it. If Talon takes over from Maul after his death, then Mara could be her apprentice and would make for a great adversary against Ahsoka and Gungi. I think Talon coming in this picture would be really cool.
Bro, that would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great. Yeah, I would really like that, and I think there's a lot of opportunity for a lot of EU stuff to come in. I mean, man,
We need a
bring in
real
Dark
bad Sith lady.
agreed.
Apart from
Agreed.
Massage.
Yeah, no, agreed. And I mean, if you're gonna bring in Dark Troopers, all bets are off as far as I'm concerned. Like,
Seems like they're taking a bit more of a turn on the dark stuff, which I like.
love it, dude.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's been missing.
Yeah.
Sorely missing.
Big time. Big time. Boys, it's obviously not literally Snoke because the base blew up. If we're going by established canon, Snoke was created on Exegol. Established Snoke was, but what about the precursor to that? The experimental to eventually get Snoke.
Yeah, it's like a semantic argument. Like, we're not saying that is literally Snoke. But then again, Snoke isn't even Snoke. Duh.
Yeah, it's the
like, come on,
preform.
think about what you're saying. Like,
Now
Snoke
I will
wasn't
say
even
that
a real
I will say this
person.
with the ring, with Vader's ring that he wears. Well, it's the ring of the Dwarty, and then the crystal is from Vader's castle, below Vader's castle. I think that's what's powering his Force abilities.
Maybe. Could be. I mean, that'd be really cool. I would say that Palpatine probably imbued, especially if the child thing actually works or if they get another Jedi or whatever. He likely did imbue Snoke with Force abilities. I do find that whole thing with that ring really interesting, though. Like, what's the deal with the
It's
Doherty
such
exactly?
Deep
You know?
lore, man. Like, why would you
Yeah.
put that in there?
Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe were some of the Doherty Sith? Were they all Sith? You know what I mean? Like, what is the deal with the Doherty? I must know more.
They were like prophets or like priests.
They were like,
But the fact that they were given
They were like-
to Palpatine from Plagueis, or well, he took
and
them.
they're on Exegol. The statues, those are the statues on Exegol, are the Doherty, right? So, like,
I don't know, dude. I don't think so. I don't think that's
yeah,
Sistros.
I think
and
so. I think so. Pretty sure it is. And I also think that in Plagueis, don't they talk about the Doherty in the Plagueis novel? They talk about the founders, and how they basically shaped what would become the Republic, right?
I just think it's like if you put that piece of lore in there. I mean, like the thing with the Kyber crystal, like it's just the obsidian crystal, like
Yeah.
from below
his
Vader's
castle, right.
castle. Like what the hell?
But it seems like, didn't he say, like, doesn't it say that he's just a big, like, he's kind of like a fanboy, right? That he's kind of like a fanboy.
Yeah,
of
but I mean, they
Palps
changed
or
their
whatever.
story a million times in
True.
the first,
You're
second,
right.
and
We don't
third.
know.
So it's like
Yeah, we have no idea.
they keep
yeah.
changing the narrative.
Yeah, it's tough.
Do you guys think Ahsoka will talk about Anakin? I hope so. Beskar Dark Troopers would make sense since the Empire was hoarding it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah.
that'd be
IG-11 said the asset was specifically told to be terminated in Chapter 1. Now we're seeing more of a plot for the child's M count. Why would he be sent to terminate the child? Could something come from this later in the show? Well, terminate as in take all of its blood.
Correct. Yeah, it was, the asset was to be brought in alive, but if you really
And take
couldn't
all
do
his
that, he
blood and
would have
terminate him.
accepted. Yeah, he would have accepted death. Yeah,
Cal, Ezra, and Galen as the outlaws of Star Wars.
love it.
Ruben, thank you so much, Ernie. Do you think Dave created the Filoniverse because he knew the sequels weren't going to sit well with fans? No, I think he's creating the Filoniverse because he just has a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Idea: make a few clips from each pod for Josh to post on his channel. Like Joe Rogan clips. You two make a great team and make for a fun show. Thanks, man.
Yeah, we can figure something like that.
Josh
out.
can take all the clips he wants.
Yeah, I mean, like, if there
Download
was
the
a,
show
yeah,
and edit
For
it
sure, like,
yourself.
if it-
God damn it, I'm not gonna.
right, I know, right? Come on, Theory, hit me that vid, dog. No, but like for real, we could do something like that maybe someday.
Absolutely, dude. If you want to take,
yeah,
I don't
like
care.
if we start, like if there's a certain thing and then I want to maybe elaborate on it, you know, do like a little commentary on it, we could do stuff like
we
that.
could
But it-
create our own channel, Nerd Theory Podcast, and just upload the highlights. Nerd Theory
Yeah, for
highlights.
sure. But I mean, like, I think too, like, we're kind of, I mean, like, I'm not trying to brag, but aren't we doing, we're doing a pretty good job. Like, I think people really like the show. So, like, I'm down with all that. But I think, like,
Yeah,
the real
I
juice
think-
is, like, we just get on and do our thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying we shouldn't do that, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to make those clips and upload them on Instagram. Actually, you know what, guys? I'm looking to hire some people, so I need more editors. I need right now. I've got one editor, Star Wars Elseworlds. He's got a channel. Real nice guy. He does my editing for I'd say like most of my videos, except the breakdowns and except animations and stuff like that. But I'm always open to having more, and I want someone who can get clips of these podcasts, highlight clips, and send them to me, just so I don't have to do it, and I can spend my time, live streaming on the gaming channel or whatever. So
yeah, and those would be really cool on social as well, for sure.
yeah, for Instagram, I think that would be great.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Pureit says he likes turtles.
I think that dude always says that.
Thanks, man. He sent $20 to say that. That's very nice.
Yep.
Perhaps Rey sets off to find Ahsoka and the others. What do you think of Mace Windu, or Windu being a stand-in for Joruus C'baoth if a Thrawn trilogy adaptation happens? No.
No, but that could be cool. I wouldn't hate it.
No.
What about you? Would you hate it?
I don't want him standing in there.
Clone Mace Windu, though. Come on, wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Yeah. What about cloned Luke? They have the
Clone Luke would
hand.
be cool.
You know?
True.
Bring him in.
Clone Luke would be crazy though, bro. Like they did that in the EU. Luke, or whatever they call
My
it.
guy sent
Luke
another
2.
$20 saying he likes turtles again. Thanks for
Yeah, right.
paying
It's
for
like,
my
okay,
my
guy.
dog's food.
Yeah,
for the
dude.
month. Well,
Holy cow.
not the month, for probably a couple days. If Thrawn appears in Mandalorian season 2, I die of happiness. Maybe Ahsoka and Mace were fighting the Grisk War during 9
That'd
and
be cool.
somehow got in touch with the Force Ghost, who told them about Rey and Ahsoka to help with Rey and ask them to help speak to her. Maybe, so Ahsoka could still be alive.
Yeah, I think Ahsoka is still alive. Yeah.
Thanks, Theory and Josh, for the podcast. Look forward to you every week. I'm excited to where Star Wars is headed. Thank you, Master Will.
Heck yeah.
Already
Heck
calling
yeah.
it for myself. When I see live action Ahsoka on screen in Mando, I will be crying tears of joy and I will have a big smile on my face. She's the reason why I love Clone Wars and why I'm a huge Star Wars fan that I am today.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be really cool. for a
Callista,
lot
I'm
of
with you there.
fans.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
How
I'm
would
really
you
excited.
how would you with a different actor playing Luke or other characters the originals due to actors getting older? Yeah, so Sebastian Stan would be good.
Perfect.
We've all seen that picture. Bit Photoshop picture, but hey, Theory and Josh, hope you're doing well. Keep on being awesome. Is there a character that could potentially be brought back in the upcoming Star Wars show, in any upcoming show, movie, that would be a genuine surprise for you? Mace Windu.
Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning from the UK. Have you both seen Friday's episode? Did you recognize a character from Star Wars Squadrons game? What do you mean, did we both see Friday's episode? Have you not seen the breakdown?
I mean, come on.
No, who is in there from Squadrons? Oh, yeah, the weird looking thing from the one who put the tracker on the Mando's ship.
Oh, really? That character's in Squadrons? I didn't know that.
I think so. It looks like her.
I
Him.
tell you, I saw as soon as that character like turned around and looked at them walk away, I was like, it's no Blaine, dude.
Yeah, and it sounded like a
There's-
snake. It was like,
Yeah, not liking that.
yeah. Do you think they could add more to Clone Wars through live action besides Kenobi series? And what kind of Clone Wars stuff will they cover in Kenobi? Flashbacks with him and Anakin, I hope.
Yeah.
That's what we all want to see. Could Mando fix Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi? No.
No,
it could fix some
can't-
things, but it won't fix
Right.
the whole thing, for me at least.
Correct. Yeah, and I agree. It cannot fix the films. When you still watch those films, they will still seem like broken, jumbled films. But
yeah.
they can maybe improve how we look at that time period in canon. Maybe not the films, but the time period in canon can be improved.
Read that the episode time length will be 45 minutes.
I actually think it'll be longer than that, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say 1 hour, 7 minutes.
Damn!
That'd be cool. I don't know, just a
bold.
number.
That's bold.
Do you think the blacksmith man? I know you probably know, but do you think the blacksmith Mando in season 1 had horns to signify a Zabrak, aka Maul? Because we know Din comes from Death Watch, and thanks for it being you. Thanks, Trevor Mills.
It is interesting, right? Could be connected to Death Watch.
Well, Maul's dead.
You know, Maul's gone. Yeah, but maybe what if the red Twi'lek chick, why am I blanking on her name?
Talon?
Talon. Yeah. What if Talon has new homies and they still rock the Zabrak horns just out of respect? That could work.
Tying in the sequels was a given. I was jaded by the sequels. The animated series made the prequels better. I don't care how good Mando is. Sequels are not going to improve. Lol. Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm personally a fan of the sequels, but I don't really want Mando to connect with the sequels in terms of anything with Snoke or Palpatine. Also, as George would say, this next episode is the key to all of this. I'd agree.
It's going to be a very big deal.
I think this episode will change a lot.
Yes.
Celeste, thank you. Charlie, just a random thanks for these Monday night Star Wars podcast general theory. Thanks, man.
I love this show. I love doing this show.
Yeah, me
I
too.
love that you guys love this show.
Yeah, me too. They make my Mondays.
Me too, man. I'm really looking forward to Mondays, man.
Hey, can all 3,850 of you right now go to Theories Arcade and subscribe? Please. I really want to grow my
Please, come on,
gaming channel.
guys.
And I stream like 6 hours a day, so. Dude, I've been finishing God of War on
Is it
PS5.
pretty sick? It's pretty sick. I've never been a
I
Sony guy,
started it
but that's
a
one
year
of the
ago.
things that are like the one that franchise seems so cool to me.
Okay, but on PS5, it's like,
Ridiculous.
yeah,
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
it's an amazing story. I think you would love it. Do you have a PlayStation?
I'm no, never. I mean, I haven't had a PlayStation since PS2, but I will get a PS5. I'm just gonna wait until like they actually have them for normal prices or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you there. Okay, catching up, catching up. Don't want to miss any. Oh, you guys are subbing? Oh, thank you so much, man. I really want to make it to 100,000. I think that would be awesome. And also, like, I literally spend 5-6 hours a day there. So
Yeah, the homies over there, man. Go check them out.
go check me out, man.
Jeez.
I'm gonna stream after this, right after this. So I'm gonna eat something and then I'm gonna stream.
There you
But
go.
probably like another 5-hour stream. Snoke or Palpatine has to be around by now because they already. Oh yeah, we read this right. Okay, let's scroll down. Oh god damn it, YouTube just did that thing. Sorry. Are you gonna do a watch party again on Friday? Maybe this time my
Yes.
stuff won't mess up and I won't get
Yeah,
impatient.
yeah. Well, I maybe this time I'll not be brain dead too. But yeah. So we'll do a watch party with the members, kind of concurrent to your stuff. And then I'll probably get on. I think the best way to do it, and we can talk about this off air, but I think the best way to do it is maybe I should start my stream and do a little intro, talk to the people, and then maybe we can link up. Maybe not even via Discord, maybe via something else where we can just hear each other. You know
Yeah,
what I
the
mean?
Discord was fine. It worked. I just won't worry about putting you on screen because it was just
Yeah,
it was like
yeah,
messing up
for
my
sure.
camera for some reason.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then yeah, we can get that.
Yeah, we
sorted.
could do
No
that. It'd
big
be
deal.
fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Dude, it's gonna be like this is. I mean, this is gonna be.
This is gonna be the
a-
episode.
Yeah, this is a very big deal.
This
So
is gonna
I'm
be a very big episode.
So excited! I'm so excited. Yeah.
Dude, I was up till 10 a.m. making the 35-minute breakdown for the 35-minute episode.
Whoa.
I'm probably gonna be up till like freaking 5 p.m. making this breakdown for like the hour and a whatever video episode we're gonna
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, dude. There's stuff that like I need to wait to see if it's for sure. For sure. You know what I mean? Like some stuff that I've heard, I need to wait to know for sure. But there's some stuff where I'm already thinking of like, whoa, gotta do this video about this thing. Like, whoa, like, there's gonna be so much like that. Like after this week, like Star Wars fans are going to need to take a step back
Oh, really?
and think about stuff. Yeah,
Damn.
dude.
Right. So if
like,
you didn't know, Josh knows the leaks. So he got leaked, pretty much everything that's gonna happen in this Friday's episode. I don't know because I don't want to know. So
yeah, and that's totally okay, guys.
Yeah.
We gotta learn to live together. We gotta learn to do this together, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah. And make sure. Thank you for subbing to my gaming channel. Make sure you sub to Josh's channel. He's gonna reveal all the spoilers that he was leaked supposedly tomorrow.
Not all of them. I can't. Yeah,
Well,
I can't. I can't talk about all of them.
right.
But I'm gonna go into. Yeah, I'm gonna go into spoilers tomorrow morning.
Right, tomorrow
at
on
10
his
a.m.
channel,
Yep.
The Den of Nerds Live. I don't know why you don't do it on your main channel.
I really prefer to have a little bit of cushion.
Separate them.
Yeah, and also because I mean, you know how I am with swearing, right? So like, I like to be very on the stream, on the live. I like to have it
Well,
separate.
Have you ever watched one of my gaming channel streams?
No,
I swear
actually, yes, I
a
have.
million times more than you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I just have this like I have major OCD, so
Okay.
about a lot of things. So like I like to keep
Separate.
I like to keep this one clean. I don't know. I just because I
Yeah.
know there's so
Dude,
many
no,
little kids that watch this.
I feel you. That's what I do with my main channel, and I think a lot of it has to do with the money, right? Like it's just the demonetization is stupid, right? So like
that that definitely is a big thing. It's like well I don't want to get demonetized. I get
Yeah.
demonetized enough for crap. But it's like that, and also there's so many kids that watch this stuff. It's like
Sure,
I don't
yeah,
want them to then
yeah.
turn away and be like, oh, Star Wars series. just
Yeah, I
swears
know.
all
I've
the
been
time."
having a talk with. I actually had a talk with my producers about it too because I should try to just do it a little bit less because it does turn some people off, especially families and stuff. And if you're gonna talk about, I mean, I talk about Disney brands. You know what I mean? So like, I should probably chill out on it a little bit. But regardless, for me, the live channel allows there to be a lot of separation and flexibility between the different kinds of content.
That's,
It just works
that's
for
how
what-
I feel about the gaming channel. I just like I
Yeah.
like don't swear at all here, and then on there I'm just
Yeah.
like
let loose.
I'm just
Yeah.
chilling with my bros, you know, live streaming, chilling with my bros, gaming.
Yeah.
You know, if I get
I
if I get
feel it.
mad, I'm gonna be
Dude, if you can not swear while gaming, you're a saint.
There's some
You know what I
no, you
mean?
have
Like,
issues. You're like a
yeah,
sociopath or something. You got
right.
there's
Right.
something wrong there.
Oh yeah, dude. How much did you swear playing Fallen Order, bro? I was furious at that
Not
game.
that much, dude.
Oh man, I don't know what it was. For me, I had a lot of problems with the platforming in that game.
Oh.
So I would freak out, dude.
Really?
Like, you know, like yeah,
Hmm.
dude. Like I'd get to like 2/3 of the way done on one of these like stupid puzzles, and then like one of the things would like
And
push
you
me
die
off,
and you
or
have
I'd
to start
miss,
all over again.
yeah, or like
Yeah,
I'd miss a
yeah,
vine,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like, boom, bro, like
Yeah.
blow it up. That's another reason why I don't stream games that much.
I love games. I've been playing games since I was 3 years old.
Games is
Yeah.
pretty dope. I'll
Yeah.
tell you, games. Is
I
pretty
don't.
dope.
I just love them. I don't know.
I gotta get you into tabletop games. That's what I gotta get you into.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah,
It'd be fun,
for sure.
dude.
Yeah.
Whenever the life goes back to normal.
Yeah, whenever we can meet.
Yeah.
You think they'll bring video game character? Oh, weird. You think they'll bring video game characters to live action Cal Kestis and Versio? Yeah, I think so. What are the odds that that's the super chat that I read next after we talk?
I know
about
it is pretty weird.
I didn't see that.
Serendipitous.
That's weird. GP channel, what up, man? Want to see Cal Katarn's story with changes as canon? Yeet.
Yeah, cool.
By the way, I'm going to be starting another gaming series on this channel, the main channel, where we're going to play Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast 2, which I feel like they took a lot of the lore from that game and they put it into Mando. So make sure you check out those streams to be caught up. Also, it's a fun time. So,
I agree with that. Yeah.
and you should get it too. Then we can play the online.
That would be sick. Well, I've got it on
Multiplayer.
Switch. Does it? Well, you know what, dude? I remember when I first got it on Switch, there was a thing that happened where a bunch of PC players broke into the Switch servers and were dominating the Switch people. It wasn't fun. It was not fun,
It's pretty funny.
dude. It was, but I was like furious, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was pretty upset.
that's annoying.
But yeah, no, yeah, we should definitely do that. It'd be really fun.
Cool. Yeah, we can do it on a stream here. So Snoke obviously succeeds. So who dies, Baby Yoda or Ahsoka? Probably Ahsoka, man. He's got blue eyes and she's got blue eyes.
Breaking my heart, but it does make sense.
I know, bro.
Bro, people are gonna look at Snoke way different if he's like a mutilated Franken Ahsoka. It's gonna be rough.
They're gonna hate him.
Yeah, big time.
But they're like gonna hate the sequels. I feel like sequel fans will then hate the sequels. They'll be like, "What did you do? Ahsoka
Yeah.
was everything to me." I wouldn't like it.
Yeah,
That'd be weird.
It would be weird.
But then also Palpatine had blue eyes.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, that's true, huh? I don't know.
so did Anakin.
Dang, dude, there's a lot of blue eyes in the galaxy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Luke. Wait, Luke has green.
Yeah, Luke has
eyes?
bright blue eyes, bro. He's got like
Yeah.
the bluest, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they take Luke's blood.
Bro, yeah, that would be really cool. That'd be really cool.
Theory video coming tomorrow. Make sure you check it out. I'd love it if you guys would watch How to Be a Jedi in Real Life. This is the way after this. Thanks for answering the best and my fave podcast. Thank you, Dylan. When does the show take place regarding the Aftermath trilogy? I think it's before.
Well, yeah,
Battle of Jakku hasn't happened yet.
correct.
Oh, wait, no, it's... I don't know, dude.
I'm not 100%, but I'm gonna excuse myself to the restroom real quick. Similar situation to last week, you know.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get old, man. Bladder.
I got to pee too, but I'm sucking it in.
Okay, well, I'll be right back. You're doing the super chats.
All right. I'll hold down the fort. Just wanted to say I love Once Upon a Theory. Josh, can we get a yeah? Well, he'll have to do it afterwards. Why does it have to be Ahsoka or Baby Yoda? So-called volunteers could be force sensitives. Yeah, but it has to be a high enough M count, right? No, I don't think the volunteer is Baby Yoda. I think the volunteer is like freaking the Snoke body or Palpatine or something, right? The whole point is to bring back the Emperor. Did you talk about the Crane Walker in Season 2, Episode 3 as being a callback to Lucas' original inspiration for the AT Walker from the ship loaders in the Bay Area? No, I didn't. I'm going to research that more. Can we expect a what? for Star Wars theory. I don't know what that means, man. I love you, man, but to act like Luke is supposed to be this perfect guy who can't fail and have a redemption is BS. You had him too high on the pedestal. Yeah, maybe I did. But that's where he's always been, you know. When I was a kid, I'd always look up to him, and I just felt like his personality between Return of the Jedi and The Last Jedi was completely different. Too far. Someone wanted you to say yeah.
Yeah.
The cloners can't find any blood with enough sass to bring back Obi-Wan again.
True that. Yo, did you see this little baby Yoda I got with the Beskar armor?
No. Oh, what the hell? Where'd you get that?
I bought that armor on Etsy, and it's made to fit the little Yoda you can get from Target.
That's cute.
So like, that's him.
That's really funny.
Jetpack too, man.
That's really
Isn't
funny,
that cool?
dude. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's sweet. That actually works.
I'm pretty jazzed about it. Again, we're big nerds.
It's probably
but
what's gonna happen too.
that was fun. Oh, please do.
The cloners can't. Okay, right. Besides Legends, what has Boba really done besides fail at everything? Even getting Han couldn't have been done without Vader. Josh knows.
Who said that?
Lord Vito.
I knew it, Vito. You son of a gun.
Now that we've seen
Trying to trigger me.
Bo-Katan, what are the chances Kenobi is ROM sci-fi? Oh, happy Thanksgiving. What you think? You think Kenobi's gonna get with Bo? He's gonna go after Satine's sister? No.
That would be weird.
No, dude. He's not gonna
Yeah.
do that.
Wouldn't she find that
I
dishonorable?
think
or
she
something?
might have a thing with. Well,
Din.
do you think she
Why
would have
not?
more of a thing with Din or Din with Kara?
That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like Kara. I almost feel like Kara doesn't swing that way. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, do you think she's?
She might be. Yeah. I don't know. Doesn't she kind of seem like that? Am I crazy?
You think she's gay?
Yeah, quite possibly. Or maybe.
I didn't get that
and,
vibe.
you know,
Well, I mean, we haven't really seen
just
her with
very-
any women, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
she's just very butch, right? And she's very.
That doesn't
masculine.
mean she's gay.
No, it doesn't necessarily, but it could open that door. You know what else? I wonder. We've never seen this in Star Wars, and I wonder how you feel about this. Have we ever seen? I mean, I guess we have kind of seen this, but have we ever seen a character that like is really attracted to other aliens, or like sort of a cross species kind of relationship?
Lando?
Kanan and Hera is probably the true.
The guy's
but
like the
Kanan
Austin
and
Powers
Hera's
of the galaxy.
He is, dude. Yeah, he.
Kanan and Hera,
Yeah, they're probably the only real example I can think of, though, right?
interspecies.
Yeah, but I mean, it is true, right? Like, look, I'm telling you, right? Twilight.
No, we have that clone in the Clone Wars who settled down and had a family with a Twi'lek. Was it a Twi'lek?
Interesting. Is it only Twi'leks or what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What's
is
his
it like
name?
who?
Chat, what's his name?
I want to see somebody like that's into like, friggin'. Well, I guess Wookiees. Moz was into Wookiees. I don't know. There's just a lot of
Yeah.
fun that could be had there. Yeah. But I
guess.
I didn't get a lot of romantic vibes from Kara.
I think
with
Holdo
Dan.
was also yeah.
Yeah.
I think she
Got
told
around.
Leia, she's like, why limit yourself to one species or something?
Is that what Moz said?
No, Holdo.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, someone told me that from I think the episode. Not
Or like the
not
Leia-
episode
or
9.
like the Leia book or something.
I think it was a Leia book. Yeah,
Makes sense, yeah.
something like that. Yeah. Anyways, why does Boba want revenge against Luke since it was Han that kicked him in the Sarlacc? But yeah, I don't know. Luke's behind everything. But also, speaking about Boba, flirts with a girl in Jabba's palace.
He does, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
He's probably a playboy for sure.
Oh, dude, 100%.
Yeah.
Boba?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
man.
in. Yeah.
He's like the freaking cowboy of the. He's the Clint Eastwood of the galaxy.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to see more of him. I wonder if he'll pop back up this season. I really don't know. You know.
Well, just imagine Slave One come in and save the day, and it's like.
Yo, I was joking like on the night of. People were asking me like what my dream scenario was, and it was like that, right? Like Endgame, where they're like on your left, and then
Yeah.
like boom, comes out, right? And then like he does this crazy thing. Yeah, dude. And then like he's like, oh yeah, that'd be really
That'd
cool.
be way too cool.
Yeah.
I'd be down with that. Boba.
Oh, snap.
Snap, dude.
Backpack got jets.
Yeah, why? Does Bo-Katan's lack of aging bother you? No, she looks good, man.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all.
Hey, Theory, so many of us appreciate you and actually depend on you to get through these tough times. Please don't quit. Your passion and enthusiasm is more needed than ever. We love you, brother. Thank you, man. I just want you to know I love watching your videos. Don't listen to the haters. Love you guys. Thanks. F the weirdos. They'll learn eventually. You're dope. Thanks, dude.
Cool.
Don't focus on the bad ones, man. Focus on all the fans that love and support you. I love your content and keep doing you. Love you, man. Thanks, bro. I don't really focus on haters, but when it's like weird stuff where I'm just like chilling and someone's like die or like, oh, we're gonna send poison to your house, or it's like it's disturbing.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's crossing a line.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's stuff that isn't cool, you know? And it's like I could get if I was maybe like a political person or you know, I was like someone who really stirs the pot with stuff, but like
Sure.
dude, I'm a Star Wars fan. Like
Yeah, it's super benign. Nothing you're doing is like it's crazy.
it's like the most
that-
harmless dude in the galaxy. It's like what?
I know, it's funny, dude. It's funny how people are like that though.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Was able to get my hands on the archive book. If you have any questions about it or what to look for, feel free to let me know. The archive book. Oh, the prequels one?
All Duncan. Yeah, the
Dude,
big one.
I'm still waiting for mine, man. Mine might not even come until like December. It's coming from
Yeah.
like overseas, I think.
Yeah, that one's gonna be a tough one. And I'm sure the shipping on that's pretty crazy 'cause it's a big book. So
You ordered it too, right?
yeah, but I didn't expect it to come. I don't think. I mean, even past December, maybe, because you gotta think like they're gonna get swamped with Christmas stuff, and like Amazon is. I mean, I don't know if anybody noticed, but in 2020, Prime pretty much became
It became standard, dude.
yeah. So
Became normal.
yeah. So I feel like it might be a little delayed, but it's all good.
I got the other one. I got the original one.
Nice.
That one came in.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Did you get that one yet? Or did you order only the prequel one?
I only ordered the prequel one.
Ah,
I
I
think
want the
I
prequel
want to
one
say
the
that
most.
one was sold. I want to say the one was sold out.
Oh, maybe I took. Well, no, I got it from Canada.
prob-
Oh, maybe I should
Oh,
order it from
yeah.
the States and then see if the States has any like.
Yeah.
I might try that.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. That's the one where we found out that from 2019's interview that
Darth Maul,
Talon, Maul, Luke, episode
Luke with the new
789.
temple, collecting the 100 to 150 Jedi. Yeah, but it definitely
Order
sounds like he
66,
probably just
yeah.
would have died in the second one.
Yeah, 100%. To save Luke trilogy of Luke films between 6 and 7, each film spans 10 years. He builds New Order, Finding Jedi, Ben Turning. Thoughts? Good
Sounds
night.
cool.
It's 2 a.m. Oh, good night. Good night, Diego. I can't see.
Yeah, man.
Diogo. Well, I think, you know, this could lead into a spin-off show for Luke. Is what
Dude, that would be hype.
Ignore the hate. Your fans love you. Thank you, Trisha. I'm still waiting on the edge of my seat every time I see one of your fanfics posts and love your work. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Trisha. Heinrich. Hello. If I would lose limbs and get mechanic arms or something like that, I need Anakin Dark Deeds and the exact table where he got operated. The rise of Darth Vader is so epic, I would most likely recreate it. Yeah, with Cyberpunk and everything coming.
Why not? That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Are you going to play Cyberpunk?
Yes.
So we're going to do some streams?
Oh yeah, but I don't think it's multiplayer right away. Is
Yeah,
it?
there's apparently it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming for sure. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be there at launch. But then again, is the when's launch? You know what I mean? Like what?
Well, they keep uploading stuff, so I mean, I imagine it's...
Yeah.
Hopefully. December,
those
what
are
was
the
it,
polls,
10th
man.
or 11th?
What's up?
December 10th it's dropping? Or 11th? Do you know?
Oh, I think it got delayed again. I think it's the last I heard. I thought it got delayed into 2021.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's
No.
what I was referring to. Yeah.
What? No way. Chat,
Yeah,
can
check it out.
you research this, please? I don't want to open up the internet right
I
now.
could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Where did you hear this? No, that's
I
terrible.
just heard it in passing. I thought, I think I saw memes about it because it was delayed so much, and then they just delayed it again.
They literally
I
just
saw a
delayed
bunch
it
of
like
memes.
2-3 weeks ago to December. It was supposed to be out already. It was supposed to be out November 17th.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it comes out December. Dude, if it comes out December, that's great.
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dang.
Hey, Parth, thank you so much, man. We love you for every one of the hater. You have 99 peeps who appreciate you. Spam some love in the chat for Theory. Thanks, Parth. That's nice of you. And Josh, too. Spam some love for Josh.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey, Theory, just wanted to say thanks for the amazing content. Sorry you got to deal with so much negativity. Just keep doing you. You're an icon. Well, thank you, man. I don't know about that, but it's nice. Love you too, Nicholas. Thanks. Rodrigo. The thing is, you're the nicest guy on YouTube and successful too, so they just want to break you out of envy.
I think there's a lot of truth to that, actually.
Yeah,
That's a weird combo for people. They don't like that combo.
What combo?
Being nice and successful, it's the worst. It's easy to hate successful people when they're dicks.
Should I
It's
be a
harder
jerk
to
then?
hate them when you realize that they're actually really decent, and you're like, oh crap, I guess my misconceptions are, I guess I could just be nice and be successful. That's not what's preventing me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
People don't like that combo.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like people that can ball, like on the court. It's like people that can ball and they're also like pretty boys. You hate those people, dude. Hate them. It's just like you look good and you can ball.
so they got to be ugly? To one or the other?
I prefer it. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Do you ball?
Not anymore, dude. I got one bad knee, and the other one's worse.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude.
Damn, it all does go downhill in the next 2 years, doesn't it?
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Look at your future.
No!
No, that's not true.
It's okay, the future's coming. Just shows that you're doing something right, Theory. Let them hate. Hit the Sith Tiva. What? And
Who's
remember, live and let
Is that
live.
Lavis? Is that Lavis? Black man Lavis?
No, the Jedi Lorian Valez.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it must be a nerd venger because
Hit
there's
the
something
Sith
we
Tiva and
something we
remember,
talk about.
live and let live. Shout out the goat Josh, the Iron Nerd.
No, thanks, bro.
Hey, he
Appreciate
must be
you.
one of your
Nerd
boys.
Vengers.
He must be one of
Nerd
your boys.
Vengers. Represent, baby.
Yeah. Lord Vito is a new member. Thank you, Lord Vito.
Nice.
He's one of your boys too.
Yeah.
Bro, people pick on me in the workplace. It's crap. Complaining about me to the boss and at every turn endangering my job. It's so petty. Why can't people mind their own business? You grow up from being bullied about Star Wars to be bullied at work. It's pretty weird, dude.
Yeah. It's almost like human beings don't really grow up that much, you know?
No. It's amazing what you can do with hard work and a bit of passion.
Yeah. Agreed.
You should try it sometime.
Look, I feel for that dude, though, because at work, man, like...
That's
the
tough,
thing
Charlie.
dude, that is so tough. Because, like, having a boss, like, that controls, like, your life like that, and, like, if you don't feel like you can go to your boss about this, maybe, like, he's close with one of the people that's bullying you or something, right?
Yeah.
Like, that is a really messed up situation to be in, so... sucks, man.
I can feel that. It's like when I got bullied by teachers.
Exactly, right? Like, what are you
Yeah.
supposed to do there?
Yeah,
Like, what are you
like,
supposed to do?
you can't
Like,
do
that's
anything.
supposed to- Yeah, no,
There's nothing you could do.
it's tough.
Tamim Aziz, thank you. And Lance, thank you. Always loved your content. Ignore the pity trolls. Thanks, Seth. Do you think Ahsoka will be in the next episode? Yes. Big yes. Josh, you okay?
Yeah.
Josh is like, big yes. Theory, you're a genuine guy. People will see that and take advantage of it. But if you need to take a break, we will support you. We love you. I don't want to take a break. Look, I'll say this. If it ever comes down to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of this BS. I'm just gonna upload for join members, and it's not a money thing. I actually won't nearly make as much money because I
Right.
don't really have that many join members at all. But at least I won't be able to deal with crap, and I'll have
True.
maybe like a few hundred people that appreciate me, and
True.
that's it.
Yeah, it's like you
I
would
just
never
disappear off the face of
Yeah.
the public earth, but
Correct. You're not going to stop making Star Wars content
No.
or content in general because you like doing it, but maybe
Yeah.
there would be a way to, if it ever got really bad, you would just circumvent the sort of attack.
I would
vectors.
completely go Sith style and just like no one would see me anymore except for join members, because I'm like, well, you're not going to be stupid enough to pay money to.
Yeah, and if you are, then you're just really stupid.
Then,
You know what I
well,
mean?
hey,
yeah,
like,
you're pretty easy to block.
yeah, whatever. Don't want to do that, but the option is there. Best part from episode 9 was the middle finger to Ryan. Oh yeah, yeah,
I'd agree with that.
yeah. But that's the thing that wasted 9 for me, was a lot of it was just cleaning up a lot of stuff, instead
Yeah,
of
it's
building the story, which
unfortunate.
we've said a million times.
Correct. Yeah, but it's unfortunate.
Love you, Theory. You're a great person and supportive with a supportive fan base. Have you ever read about Stoicism? Really helped me ignore these kinds of things. Yeah, I have a little
Yeah,
bit.
stoicism's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope. Not everybody can be a stoic though, and not everybody should be a stoic. Like my personal belief is like
Do you think Sam Witwer is?
very, very much so. Yeah, I would say so. But he's also, you know what? The thing about him too is like I find it funny his relationship with Dave, because like Dave is like. I can't tell if Dave like really likes Sam. He probably really likes Sam, but he also kind of hates Sam. You know what
Why?
I
Because
mean?
he knows more than him? Or no, I don't know if he knows more than him.
I think that might be part of it, but I think that Sam, more or less, because he probably feels the exact same way that you just explained, he maybe asserts himself a little bit more with like story decisions and things of that nature, and maybe Dave just doesn't want to hear it or whatever. Yeah, I would
I
say.
don't know. I
would
think
say
they're
Sam
homeboys, man.
Seems pretty stoic. Oh, I think they're homeboys for sure, but I think Dave has some harsh lines, and I think Sam knows that too.
Okay. I don't know what that means. But
I don't know either.
did you notice the Zabrak clone in episode 4 concept art? I did, man. Yeah. So at
Pretty
the end
cool.
of the credits, yeah. Even looks like it took Ruta too, in one of them, sort of.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
lady.
they're probably trying all sorts of different things to make.
Seeing what species works,
Yeah,
Oh, what if they were cloning Maul?
dude, what if a cloned malt?
That'd be so cool.
Be pretty cool.
People go crazy. What if when the base blew up, the clones came to life? Someone was even speculating that one looked like Maul, and he was right. If you rewatch, love the content, keep it up. Thanks, man. Weird. That was the second
Yeah.
after what we just
Yeah.
said.
Could be
It's
cool.
happening twice tonight. Love your work. Keep it up. Can't wait for the next Vader episode. By the way, a nice theory would be if Kylo did not kill Snoke. What do you think? He killed Snoke.
He gone. Snow gone.
But he killed him.
They killed him. Cut him in half, dude.
Like personally. Like right in front of him.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that would work. Do you think we'll see or hear about Han and Leia in the Mando series? I hope so. To at least know where they are.
Yeah, or at least know
Message from
Yeah,
General Organa.
Right, exactly. Especially if the Republic and with Kara and some of that stuff. I mean, I would hope that Leia is mentioned. She should be fairly well known.
Yeah, so I guess Kara does join the rebellion.
Well, we think, right? We don't know for sure, but the only evidence is that Funko Pop has that badge like on her like suit, right?
Or the New
So-
Republic, I should say.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. We don't know for sure, but yeah, seems like she might.
Do you think they ever make movies, shows about the Old Republic? I hope. Yeah, I hope, Matt. That'd be great. Much love.
I think they're going to. Yeah.
You say that with a grin, as if you know something.
No, I can't. Even if I did, couldn't talk about that.
Child of Memes, thank you so much. Robert says, what about a clone Ben Kenobi? That was originally who Joris Sibaeoth was going to be a
True.
clone of in the Thrawn trilogy.
True. Yeah.
Would you want that?
I got to be honest with you. I had
Clone
not.
of Obi-Wan?
Yeah, for whatever reason I didn't even think about it. I didn't even consider it. But Dude, Ewan could do that, dude.
Pretty cool. It'd be
That would be
wild.
cool, dude. That would be really cool. And as an actor, like, wouldn't you want that kind of a challenge? Like, you're gonna play a crazy version of the character you made famous. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But like a kind
Yeah.
of far out, dark sidey kind of.
Oh, very far out. Yeah.
Sounds
Favorite alien race within established canon. Also, favorite B-list Jedi that didn't get too much airtime. I love Kit Fisto. I love Kit Fisto. I want to see more of Cal Kestis.
Yeah, Cal Kestis for sure.
Yeah.
Kit Fisto is definitely my most underrated.
Plo Koon.
I love Kit Fisto. Plo Koon is really cool. And as far as the species, I really like the Doug, and I would love to see a Doug Jedi.
I like the Moon because I want to see
The
Plagueis.
Moon are cool. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The Moon are cool, man. They're just so cool and regal, and they're super rich, and
Yeah.
yeah.
And they got
they're
4
cool.
hearts.
Yeah, dude, they're cool.
Saurians are cool too. Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Dude, that's true.
Is it him who has 4 hearts or no? He has 2 brains.
Yeah, I think Monday has 2 brains. Yeah.
Yeah, and the moons have 4 hearts. Because I remember Plagueis
so,
was
yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah, because he like loses function of like.
yeah, and then he
3
was
of
like,
them at one
yeah, he
point.
like had to jumpstart or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Get his feel about Alphabet Squadron book downplaying Luke's achievement over blowing up the Death Star? It says Jin did all the hard work, but if that's the case, then the real hero was her dad. It says that.
Is that a Pablo thing too?
Jeez,
Is this guy just?
I didn't know it says that. Well, I mean, that's just someone's opinion in a book, like a character's opinion. So whatever, man.
Who wrote that book?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Believe that. Believe
Great
that.
show. Have a blessed. You say week? Oh, you disappeared again. Damn it.
I don't like that stuff with Luke though.
Just stop touching Luke. Stop
Yeah,
messing
stop
with Luke.
doing that.
Leave him alone.
Stop doing that.
Yeah. Just he's had enough. Can't you see?
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna be like what was that? Remember that meme from like 2000 freaking 5 or something? Leave Luke alone.
Oh yeah, with the Britney thing.
Yeah. You want to
Yeah.
get to him, you're gonna have to go through me.
You should do that. That'd be funny.
I should. That'd be
Do
great.
a little Insta vid or something. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Star Wars Theory, you're crushing it. Love the gaming channel. May the force be with you. Thanks, man. Hey, man. Been watching for 3 years now, and I love the content. Would you ever do a Star Wars The Old Republic playthrough? Yeah, I was doing it, and then I stopped. Or I paused. Yeah.
Yeah, paused it up.
If they make Kara gay, the SJWs will have a stroke.
They might.
As like meaning what?
You don't want to talk about that. We can talk about it off air.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't keep up with things. How would you like the Fallen Order story to connect to the movies, TV shows, and what would you like to see in the next Fallen Order game in terms of plot? I love the channel, dude. Thanks, man. I love the channel too.
Yeah. What do you want to see for the plot?
For the next one, dude, I
You
want
want-
to know.
I wanted to tie into what we're finding out now. you
Yeah,
know? That's what
well, I want to
yeah.
know what the hell are they doing after the first one. I mean, Vader's obviously searching them down.
Right.
Who else are we going to find? What other Jedi are out there?
Yeah, man.
Are they going to go to another Jedi temple? Surely that's not the only one in the galaxy we know. So, what?
Nothing. Yeah, it'd be cool if they went to another Jedi temple. That'd be real sweet.
What were you going to say?
Nothing. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Was it a leak?
No. I just think that would be. I just thought it was interesting that you went there. That's all. That's cool. Yeah, it'd be cool. Jedi temples and stuff. Be fun. Yep.
I don't know what to say.
We'll see. See what happens.
Love the Star Wars chats and these chats make my day so much better. Oh, thanks, Charlie. They make our day better too. We need a Babu Frick, a Star Wars story. Do you like the episodes are different lengths? Yeah.
Me too. Because they serve. Because the thing is, they serve there it's all about what's the narrative and how to serve the narrative. So like for instance, the Bo-Katan episode, it feels to me like a longer episode. It's functionally not. It's not that long.
It's pretty
But
short.
be, right, it's short, but the pacing felt right. So like all those scenes, like if you have a scene randomly in the middle of that episode that's like really drawn out, it messes with the pacing. So the show is exactly the length it should be, and I like that. I mean, I'm into it. I feel like it's so much better than season one, bro. Like in almost every way you
Oh,
can
big
think
time.
about.
Yeah, big
It's
time.
so much better.
It's yeah, it's legit.
Yeah, it's like matured. It's like growed up.
What do you think Kyle Katarn is canon? Just imagine he's with Ahsoka.
I mean, dude.
I mean, they
could-
took everything from JK2 basically from that first mission.
Right. I would love for that character to exist. And why? I mean, yeah. I mean, Lor Santeca. It's funny because like they kind of split the character up, right? Like, so Lor Santeca is like a little bit of Katarn, and then what's his face? Finn. Finn is Kyle Katarn, basically. You know what I mean?
Kind of.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like it's just interesting that they did that. But I love that. I love that character. Kyle's great.
What do you think will happen after this week's episode? I don't want to talk about that because I know Josh knows. So whatever he says is just.
Well, I don't know what happens after. I know some things that could happen after it, but I don't know necessarily what happens after it. But yeah, no, totally fair. Yeah, we don't have to go
Did you
there.
see that the dragon sound from the first episode is similar to the sound when Ben shows up in A New Hope? Yeah, so I was gonna make a video covering that back when that episode came out. Yeah,
Yeah, he did it to scare away the sand people, right?
yeah. It's just like how did he make that noise? He had like a boombox.
Yeah, maybe. Something. Maybe some tech, maybe some force. A little bit of this, a little bit of
In
that.
my head, I always thought like, okay, it's a Jedi, so and they're scared because they remember Anakin Skywalker and because they worshipped him pretty much after what
I
he
like
did
that.
because they saw him as like a god for striking
Yeah.
down their whole village.
That's crazy. That'd be cool.
So they were like, oh no, he's back.
Yeah. And then they flee. That's really cool. I like that.
Because again, they did something to a Skywalker. If you think about it like that, I don't know. I like that. I
True.
like it. But yeah, the noise does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Hey Nerd Theory, you two guys are awesome, and I looked up to both of you in many ways. I wish I could meet both of you guys and possibly even be friends, even though that is a very unrealistic wish. Part 1. I'm guessing part 2 is somewhere else.
Right.
Well, maybe you'll catch us at Celebration or something.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Would love to meet you.
Yeah. You know what I want to do at Celebration, man, and I can't wait for this? You and I and, like, everyone going to get some blue milk
Yeah, dude. Like
at
just
Galaxy's
rolling
Edge.
deep
Just
into the
like
cantina.
a pack
Yeah.
of us. Just like,
You know, it'd be cool too.
Yeah.
Like just to, like, what if we had some peeps in like straight up like Mando gear, right? And then they were kind of like standing guard.
what
You
if
know
we
what I
what
mean?
if we
Like-
just start having some shots at the cantina with everyone?
That's what I'm saying. Like we go in there and we start like we roll deep, and we've got like bodyguards that are in like what if we hired real bodyguards and put them in like Mando armor, and so they were like stacked, dude. You know?
Oh,
what I
100%. I mean, at my fan film, I had 4 giant ass, like, professional bodyguards.
And
It was cool.
We could have them like suited up, bro. You know?
Yeah, I'd be down for that. Yeah,
That'd be
we'll
so
hire some.
cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I don't mean just like big dudes. I mean like actual like trained.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
actual. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. It was interesting. That was my first time ever having that at the fan film. It was needed too. I never experienced something like that. It was so cool. There was just so much love in the air.
Yeah.
But you never know, I guess. Like, I was
well, it's
swarmed.
like you need
It was
right.
cool.
You need boundaries.
Just meeting everybody.
because when people are in that mode, they're not necessarily thinking logically or thinking things through. And this is where when people can, even if they can cross a line, or not knowing they can all cross a line at one time and cause some chaos and stuff like that. So like,
Eh.
yeah, it can. I just
Yeah.
assume it's probably.
It was a
keep
really
track
it
of
was
it.
an amazing experience though. It was
Yeah.
the coolest. Everyone was so
I've seen
just happy
videos
to
of
be
it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed awesome. Man.
It
People
was
were so happy.
I've never experienced an energy like that was my top, and then after that is celebration.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the next one though, I want to wear sneakers and like a hoodie or something, just George style, like a checkered shirt,
Yeah, you should, dude.
and just come
You
in with
should.
like a white beard.
White
and
beard.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, hey everyone.
Everyone, I'm here to talk
Yeah.
about Vader fan film number 2.
Well, I'm gonna dedicate that one to George Lucas. It's gonna say it right
Nice,
at the
dude.
beginning. Dedicated to George
It'd be cool
Lucas
if he came.
and the fans.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, right. What do you think will happen after episode 5, season 2, episodes 6 to 8? I wish he would show up. I
It'd
wish
be
I could.
awesome,
I wish I
dude.
could just.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I wish I could just say, thank you. You know.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
In a weird way, I kind of feel like I am by showing people his side of things from what I've read from his his books
Yeah.
from the prequels and originals. And stuff
You've
like that.
always championed George.
From day one.
Yeah, throughout all the years I've watched you, you've always been very, very positive on him. So yeah, I'm sure he knows. I'm sure he appreciates it.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be so cool. Yeah, I've always got his best interests in mind first. Part 2, you guys are truly the best. May both of your futures be filled with successes and happiness. May the force be with you always. Dude, thank you so much. That's so refreshing to see someone. That's
really nice,
nice
yeah.
and yeah. Thanks, man. We wish the same for you, and we hope to see you at Celebration. And we'll all get some blue milk.
Heck yeah.
How would you like the Fallen Order story to connect more to the movie, TV shows, and what would you like to see in the next Fallen Order game in terms of plot?
Well, I think we talked about that one. I think we touched on that one.
Okay. The lore for Snoke's ring was made before Snoke. It was determined to... Before he was determined to be a clone, right? Like Finn could have been awesome plot point, but is meaningless now.
It's fair. I
That's
think what he's
fair.
basically, I think what he's basically saying is like, dude, they had no idea what they were doing. So it's tough, and that's why I think fans like you particularly were so hurt because like you love doing that. You love digging in. You love finding the connections. You love speculating, and when you don't even have enough respect or fortitude to put something together that honors that, where does that leave people like you? You know what I mean? So
Well,
I
it's
get it.
interesting because like every episode of the sequels had its own lore.
I know, right?
But then they
what's,
would
what's-
delete that in the next one, and they would like do their own thing because it was just different
Yeah.
directors and writers.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
The Nerd Avengers have a Mike Porter. Y'all need to. The Nerd Avengers have a Mike Porter. Or y'all need to check out the Den of Nerds live. Josh is killing it over there. Thanks for the dope pod, guys. What's a Mike Porter?
Mike Porter is one of our members, and everybody just loves the guy. He's just a really cool guy, and so everybody calls him Mike Mother Flippin' Porter. And it's like how they say we've got a Hulk in Avengers. It's kind of like a joke. We're like,
Oh,
we got
dope.
a Mike Porter.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
I needed a bit of a cue in. Oh my god, if they made. Okay, right. Lando. Right. Right. Do you think Ahsoka might show Mando a hologram of Yoda in order to prove that she knows of the child species or something like that? I don't think she'll need to prove anything to him, but maybe.
Yeah, who knows? That I don't know. I don't know the details of that, but I don't know. I don't see why she would have to do that.
Star Wars Theory, you're crushing it. Love the gaming channel. Thanks, buddy. Just want to know your opinion on the next episode titled The Jedi. Do you think it's Ahsoka Tano or another? Is it titled The Jedi?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Or could it be Ezra? Again, big fan. Thanks, Mango Tree. Oh, that's an awesome tree.
Jedi could be singular or plural.
Indeed. I like that. Oh, yeah, his name was Cut LaQuain was the clone. Oh, with the wife.
Oh, okay.
He, like,
cool.
defected and, had a family. Star Wars is in good hands right now. I agree. We appreciate you, Theory, and Josh. Nerd Theory is the best. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We
Thank
love you, too.
so much. Yes, we do.
What if Duel of the Fates played as Moff Gideon and Ahsoka fight over the fate of the child?
Oh God, it'd be almost too much. It'd be too good.
Not sure if I'm hoping for too much, but Hera's voice actress tweeted, "Be still, my heart. Can't wait to see what is next." Oh. So she's maybe going to be in it?
Who knows?
December 10th is still the release date. Oh, for Cyberpunk?
Okay, cool, nice, dude. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
we're gonna be playing Cyberpunk. That's great.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it's multiplayer right off the bat, no?
Brother, I really don't think so. But again, I thought it was coming out next year. So why are we listening to me with
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
So I don't know, bro.
Dude, they just like dropped a whole bunch of trailers and stuff. Wait, what's that shirt?
Oh, this is a little episode 1 shirt.
Oh, I love it, dude.
Little tie dye thing,
I
John.
love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, I once wore this in a Best Buy, and a guy saw it, and he was like, "I see that you too are a man of culture."
Yes.
I was like, "Amen."
Yes, sir. Of course.
Right? Tip of the hat to you.
Tip of the hat to you, sir. Star Wars Theory, you're an awesome dude, and one of the reasons why I started making content on YouTube, man. You know, I've heard that more than anything else is that people get inspired by my videos to make Star Wars videos. So,
That's dope.
for anyone who says Star Wars YouTubers are now saturated, you're welcome.
True. Yeah, true.
Dude, I hope
You
there will be
ruined it.
1,000 more channels.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love finding new channels and like new perspectives on things, and like there's some great content creators out there, man.
It's
Smaller
fun,
ones
man.
as well. Yeah. So it's always cool to get cool perspectives.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, the more Star Wars channels, the more it just hits the reach of people watching Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, and there's probably people that like for whatever reason they don't necessarily jive with our vibe, you know? Maybe they like whatever different vibe. And it's still cool that like there's other vibes and stuff out there for people that maybe they want to go watch the angry person, or maybe they want to go watch the very lore, you know,
Centric, yeah.
Yeah. So there's different strokes, different folks. It's all great.
You know what's interesting, though, at the end of the day? Every single one of our videos about Star Wars, no matter what channel you are, helps each other. So your
True.
videos about Star Wars help me. My videos about Star Wars help you. It's...
Yeah, a rising tide floats all
Yeah,
boats.
which a lot of people don't see it. They see it as this, like, dog-eat-dog, like, no, you're stealing my views. And it's
Yeah,
like,
so
first of all,
stupid. It's like if
peasants,
people
it's not
love-
about views. Second
Right.
of all, I'm only helping you, being
Right.
the biggest Star Wars channel. I'm only literally helping all other channels, and they're helping me. So it's...
Well, like quite literally, your channel probably accounts for so much of recommended views for a lot of other channels.
It
and
does.
Probably,
It does.
yeah, and there's this thing called a session start time as well. And I would imagine that your channel creates a lot of session watch time, meaning
Mhm.
like people don't like they get a notification of your video, and then that takes them to YouTube for the day or for the next couple hours or whatever.
Yeah, man.
So, it's a lot of good stuff, and I think that if more people understood that, I think everybody would be more chill.
Yeah, and like metadata and stuff like that. I see a lot of people getting kind of butthurt about it because they don't really understand metadata. But when you use a certain tag of something, let's say a certain Star Wars channel's name in your title, that is only helping that Star Wars channel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Because it actually builds authority for that as a keyword in SEO.
As the
It's
SEO,
really
but they
cool.
don't get it. There are people who are like, you're stealing the hard work of these other channels. It's like, that's not how it works.
Yeah. not
And
even
you
close.
can't say that when, so it's interesting when a lot of people say that kind of stuff. So wanted to address that. Was wondering if you saw my Sabine sup. Really cool. Nope. Don't know what that is. Drum and Company, thank you, man. Yo, what's up, Theory and Josh? What if Ahsoka chops up some Dark Troopers and they are Anakin clones? No.
Insanity.
That's not gonna
I will,
happen.
dude. I will scream. I will scream like a little girl if that happens.
Because he wouldn't need the Dark Trooper armor. He would just be Anakin.
True. That's a good point. Why would you need? Yeah.
Love you, marry me. Lol, great content. Thanks, Isno. Imagine Boba fighting an old. Oh crap! Why does YouTube do that thing? I just lost it again.
No, YouTube. Get your
Oh, here
crap
we go.
together, YouTube.
Imagine Boba fighting an old chipless clone.
That'd be wicked. Like, yeah, like Rex, Boba versus Rex.
What's a chipless clone?
He means
Oh,
like,
chipless.
where
Oh,
they- yeah,
the
yeah,
implant
yeah, yeah.
inhibitor chip.
Mhm.
What theories do you have as to how Bo lost her saber? She asks if Moff Gideon has it. What if Boba kills Rex?
put that evil on him like that, though.
What's the thing? Are they going to take him to the evil side, or are they going to make him,
I don't know. But the new report is that his solo show is going to be a prequel
cool?
to Mando. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to make a video on what I think he's been doing this whole time.
Yeah, man. He might be on to what they might show in the show.
What theories do you have as to how Bo lost her saber? She asks if Moff Gideon has it. If he took it from her, she would ask, right? Who took it?
True. Yeah, so she knows it's him that has it.
Yeah.
Potentially he won it in combat. Maybe he...
Or maybe he stole it, dude.
Yeah, he could have stole it. I mean, friggin' Ezra technically steals it from Maul.
Yeah.
You know, so...
Yeah.
And he blows up his crib, dude. He blows up his cool magic stuff that he had going on.
Yeah. Ezra the butthole.
He's the butthole. Yeah.
Yeah. Theory, what if the Dark Troopers are Mando clones just like the clones in the prequels? I'd love that. Maybe cloned from a different Mando than Django.
Could be.
Mm.
It could be only because the Camino stuff is really interesting, right? Like there's a
Well, it's really
lot
prevalent,
of
right?
Camino, right?
So
You never know. But I don't know. I think you made a pretty strong argument for them being just robotic. Yeah, we'll see.
but then also being an exoskeleton suit, so Moff Gideon could hop into one and be like this mech
Right.
warrior and be like,
Yeah, I know. I mean, so I don't know, man. It could be all
he'll
of
be
the above,
faster,
maybe.
bigger, stronger.
Yeah. Be really cool to see.
Kanye West.
And it is interesting that they made special note to make sure you knew that the armor was like his.
Yeah, right, like his chest plate.
Yeah, they were like, it looks just like his armor. So it's like, what's that about?
Yeah, he's gonna hop in there, bro. All right, let's
That'd
wrap
be
up the show. I want to get to playing some God of War. Isaac and Tony, I don't know what that means, bro. I would love to see a Shadow of the Empire remake as a game, movie, or series. Prince Xizor has already been teased in Clone Wars along with the Black Sun and Rebels. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. I like that character. That'd be cool. Black Sun's awesome.
Yeah, we saw him in Clone Wars Season 7 when Mom was talking to him and
Voss,
Voss.
Dryden.
Yeah, Dryden. How powerful do you think Cal Kestis is? Average? I'd say he's like Ahsoka.
Yeah, maybe a little maybe younger Ahsoka, right?
I'd say he's like
Padawan Ahsoka. Right when she left the Order.
Well,
maybe?
yeah, of course, yeah. I would say he's more powerful than Savage Opress. Not as skilled as Obi-Wan.
Yeah, because he wasn't as well trained.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What the thing that's interesting about that is, depending on how you play the game, you build your Cal accordingly, right? So you could build one that's technically really, really good with Force powers. You could build one that's really good with saber moves. You could build one that's a little bit of mix. Either way, though, I don't think he's like Star Killer, right? So he never
God,
gets
no.
to like, yeah, he never gets to that point. I think Ahsoka's a pretty fair comparison.
Just popped in. Do you think Gideon has more ships? His capital ship appears to be the same as the cruisers from Rebels. Do you think that this is for when Thrawn shows up? the Chimera is more menacing.
So I think he says return to the fleet. The one in the Bo-Katan episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says something
He
to the
does.
effect of returning to the fleet. And so, yeah, I do think that Gideon has more ships than that. I think he's got a fleet.
Show. And then they talk about the new era being the First Order, right? Remember that? You will be rewarded in the new
Wow, I
era.
missed that. I know
Oh.
the new era, but did they say First Order?
No.
Okay, but that's what
that's what I'm assuming. Is yeah.
Yeah. I get you. Yeah. that
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. Just popped in. Okay, right. Wait, so Jedi Fallen Order isn't canon? Yeah, it is.
It's canon. I'm just saying the character of Cal is varied depending on your play experience. So I don't know how certain we are about his attributes.
Not true. We just know he got his butt kicked by Vader.
Yeah.
Vader's
Yup.
sound effect in A New Hope was 100% a Crate Dragon. Oh, Ben's. I saw a reference to it when they introduced Crate Dragons in Star Wars Galaxies. Yeah, it definitely was a
wow.
Crate Dragon, but I always felt like it was... Yeah, well, I guess, I don't know. But I mean, they saw him... Well, I guess they didn't see him walking. They just... Whatever.
Maybe they just felt like it was underneath the sand and they were like, let's get out of
They're
here.
like, oh, no, yeah. Jacob Montgomery, thank you. Mike Hill says, just read that Hans Dice wasn't actually there, just like Luke.
Yeah. Yeah, he makes the construct. That's what I was saying, yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So?
Yeah. I think that what he's saying is he thought it was the real dice, but it definitely disappears after he disappears.
Yeah, and then Ben goes all like, "Ah!"
You can pretty much
like,
say
looks at this
that
guy and he's like,
anytime in the sequence.
Con!
Yo, it's true though. It's true.
Just imagine if he did that.
Yeah, for
Subverting your expectations.
sure.
That this was Star Wars?
Gotcha.
Who is in possession of the child before Mando? The Empire. I guess they plucked him from his environment or something. I don't know. Because he was born. Excuse you, same time as Anakin.
Yeah.
So, part 3, you guys just brought a tear to my eye. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, you too. Thanks, man. You too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Joey Garcia. Thank you, man. Hey, Theory. If Qui-Gon had survived past episode 1, do you think he would have joined Dooku as a part of the Separatists? If
What?
Siri.
Oh, okay. Siri really wanted to get in on
She
that
wanted to
question,
get in
dude.
on
She
the
was
question,
like,
man. What the
yeah,
hell?
she's like, I have an opinion. I got an opinion.
Stay in your lane, Siri. Speak when spoken to.
Yeah, right?
If so, how do you think the story... No, I don't think he would have joined Dooku. I think he would have understood why Dooku left, but I don't think he would have
Right.
joined the dark side or the Separatists.
Yeah,
He would have been
I'm-
like a Bendu. He would have been like in the middle if he were to leave.
Yeah, I wonder if... The thing that I think is kind of interesting is I wonder if Qui-Gon would have been able to get Dooku to see the error in joining Sidious, right? So you wonder, would Dooku and Qui-Gon have truly made an offshoot order? Because I remember, I forget what book it is, but it's right after Dooku leaves, and the Jedi are like wondering if he's going to start his own order. And everybody was like really shocked because I think there's 19 Jedi that leave the order in the whole history of the Jedi, and I think Dooku is the 19th, but I don't remember.
I think he was the 20th.
Was he the 20th? Okay,
Yeah. The Lost 20.
is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. They have the statues in the library.
Dang, that's interesting.
Yeah. All the heads. I made a video on it. You guys can check it out. The Lost 20.
Nice, cool.
Hope to see you guys at the next Star Wars Celebration. Been watching you from the start, Theory, and only had the money recently become a member, and I'm more than happy and feel like my money is going to a great creator. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it, man. Please talk more about the Bad Batch. And yeah, we can't wait to see you at Celebration too. Please talk about the Bad Batch. How much Vader do you think we'll get and the Bad Batch work And will the Bad Batch work with Vader? Love you, Theory. F the haters. I don't think they're gonna. First, thank you for that. I don't think they're gonna work with Vader. I think they're kind of like their own.
Yeah.
I don't think they had any chips put in their head.
Well, plus, like, they could, yeah, I think they could take him out. What's his face definitely gets his taken out.
Hunter?
Echo.
Oh.
No, Echo. And I think,
Well, I feel like Hunter would be able to like feel the electromagnetism or something of it and just be like,
True.
I'm taking the shit.
yeah. So maybe they do take care of that. But the biggest new thing about Bad Batch is that Bo-Katan's going to be in it, which is crazy.
didn't know
Bo-Katan's
that.
like everywhere now. Yeah, it just came out. She's everywhere.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Love to see more Katie Sackhoff.
Heck yeah.
Oh, you guys are the best. Both of you keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for the love from the chat. And Josh, Theory, you're great. Oh, Mike Porter.
Nice.
Thanks, man. Is he a
Heck
cowboy?
He does wear a cowboy hat, yeah. Kind of cowboy.
We should call him Rail Avaros.
Rail Avaros, that'd be cool.
That's
yeah,
his,
yeah,
that's
I
his
bet
new
he'd love
alias. Rail
that.
Avaros.
That's his new alias.
Yeah.
Rail.
Rail. Could someone who isn't a main character from the Aftermath trilogy show up in The Mandalorian? Love the show, both of you guys.
Yeah, but how would you know?
Yeah.
Right? Like, technically, yeah, of course.
So I guess
All those side characters.
Jedi could be singular or plural,
Mind blown.
says Steve. Sabine destroyed Beskar. ATST, the Empire rebuilt it. What?
What?
I confuse. Keep
Yeah,
up the
that makes
great
sense.
content theory, but I appreciate that nighttime. Keep up the great content theory. I firmly believe Ezra is gonna eventually end up dying if he is found due to the Snoke palps. Oh, you think they're gonna use? Oh wow, what if they use Ezra's blood?
Wow, that would suck. I like that guy.
Rahul.
I don't want to see him go.
Hey guys, did you also always kick Jedi and Sith ass at Star Wars Battlefront 1 at Cloud City? I love that. It was my favorite level and Star Wars game.
It's pretty fun.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's
Jon
pretty fun. Those
Favreau-
old ones were good, man.
The Kevin Feige of Star Wars Cine Uni.
You know what I just found out about Feige too, and I think this is actually documented, but he said that he loved the old West End games, Star Wars RPG. You know about that RPG, right? Yeah. So I think he's like a huge student of that RPG, which is so.
Oh, I hope he's a
interesting.
longtime fan. I hope he,
Oh, he loves Star Wars more than he loves Marvel.
Feige.
Yeah, he talked about it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't mind seeing Andy Serkis play the donor. He was criminally underutilized, and dude, he was amazing.
Yeah, he's great in everything.
Everything he
dude.
does.
Marvel and Star Wars underutilized.
And Lord of the
him, 'cause
Rings.
He's great.
Well, Lord of the
True.
Rings didn't
Well,
underutilize
yeah,
him.
I guess they use him pretty good. But like, dude, Claw was great. He was great as Claw.
Then they just kill him off. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, dude. I was shocked when they killed him. He had a rough year that year, dude. Disney's like, get him out of here.
They just kill him everywhere. What the hell?
Yeah, I know, right? What?
And then Phasma. Phasma was so cool. She could have been.
Yeah, super big letdown with that character, man.
Ryan Johnson apparently went up to Gwendolyn and he's like, "Yeah, you're dead. We're gonna kill you." And she's like, "Oh, okay."
She was looking down on him like,
She's probably just like,
okay. Yeah, okay, you little round-headed. Yeah.
she's like, "All right, whatever, dude."
Yeah.
Could the volunteer be Boba? Also, do you think Ahsoka points Din to another Jedi that could surprise us? I'm thinking Yaddle, Cal, Seer, or Ezra. Well, yeah. Wait for tomorrow's video. So, Filoni wrote Twin Sons in 17. Why would they kill Maul off with all these big plans if Lucas wanted him as a big bad? Because Lucas isn't in charge since 2012.
Yeah, dude, and they had clearly already moved past that. I think Dave's vision with Twin Sons was to give Obi-Wan the dub,
Yeah.
to close that arc for Obi-Wan, not necessarily for Maul. I think that episode serves Obi-Wan's character more than it serves Maul. But it's a fine end. Yeah, it's a fine end for that character.
Yeah, it doesn't serve Maul at all.
Yeah,
He
right.
dies quickly.
Yeah, he gets cut up.
In the new comic, Vader will be haunted by the actions of Anakin when he killed the younglings. Kind of like Once Upon a Theory.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's funny. Hey, Theory, 3+ year fan. Thank you, bro. Have y'all watched Heroes Fan Productions' new tribute? If not, you should make a reaction vid to it so we can cry together. What, the like 30-minute one?
I don't even know what that
I
is.
watched it. Yeah, no. What's your guys' opinion on Kanan Caleb Doom? He was a drunk, then a rebel, and then a Jedi master. Personally, he is my top 10 character list.
Yeah, he's really cool, man.
A lot of character
Really?
development there. Blake Reed, thank you. Nicholas. Oh, I lost you again. How do Jedi communicate to Rey in Rise? Thought Qui-Gon, Obi, Yoda, and Anakin are the only ones to learn how to come back from the dead. So why do we hear Mace and Kanan? Doesn't make sense. Right, which is why I think Mace survived, because he learned from someone. If you watched that video. Did you watch the video? Did you watch that theory
I
video?
did, but
you
I
said you
didn't
watched
finish
some
it.
of it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. It was one of the videos where I was like, I actually want to watch this
Yeah.
fully later.
I saw
You know
people
what
making
mean?
reaction videos. Where I'm like, a reaction video to a theory video? I'm like,
It's blowing up right now. dude.
interesting.
It's crushing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, didn't think. But I'm happy to make theories again. I mean, it
I know, and that's like again, and we circle back to this all the time, but it's just great. Like this is just such a much better place to be in as a community and a fan base. It's great.
Oh,
to be having
absolutely.
fun again.
Oh, I get to, dude, I get to make freaking theories. This is awesome. I have another one coming. What do we think about Sith Baby Yoda? I feel like it's been very subtly hinted. I don't know. I think Baby Yoda is just going to use all aspects of the Force. Oh, you know something? God damn it!
I don't
Can you make
know
a video on
anything,
why
but
Django left Mandalore?
I feel as though there's surprises coming for that.
Oh,
character.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Can you make a video on why Django left Mandalore? Right. So Django was actually on Concord Dawn.
Right. I was gonna say like he was. Yeah.
Yeah. And
He
so
leaves
his
because the true Mandalorians, or they call themselves
His-
the true Mandalorians,
yeah.
killed his dad. Right.
No, his Death Watch killed his dad. Not his
Oh,
dad,
okay.
his mentor.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he killed them. And then he
Yeah, and then
became
he
he
gets put
became
into
the
slavery,
true
right?
Mandalorian.
Oh. Maybe I'm.
And
missing
this is
something.
Legends.
Yeah. I thought he yeah. Regardless, he leaves.
Mm-hmm. Something
And
like that.
He's dope.
Did you guys pick up on the A New Hope vibes of the past episode? Very throwback-ish, even when the ST said they are blastum, same clips from A New Hope.
Yeah, it had a lot of those vibes. I got vibes of like
Those
the
Scout Troopers?
Falcon. Well, when they're in the whatever
Blast
that
'em.
transport was, with the and Grief's like shooting at the TIE wing or
Yeah.
the TIE fighters. Dude, that felt like we were in the Falcon. Like it just had really good
Yeah, it was
feeling,
cool.
so,
That was it looked like the Imperial transport unit used in season 1 episode, I think 7.
it's in
It
Rebels.
looked like-
It's in Rebels too. In Rebels season 4, episode 1 and 2. The
think
caravan that is
The trooper
taking,
transport. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's taking Sabine's
Called like an
father.
ITT or something. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it's called, but yeah, it's the same model that's in Rebels.
I had to look it up for the breakdown. I'm like, I don't know what this name is actually called.
cool
Siri
transport.
turned on my phone at the same time yours did.
What? Must have heard something wrong.
Damn it,
then.
she did it again. Get out of here.
No.
This is the only channel I enjoy spending my paycheck on. Question: what do you think Anakin's ghost would be saying to Ahsoka during the Mando?
I'm sorry.
Probably, I'm
probably.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I really screwed up.
Yeah. It's an understatement.
Right.
Yeah, it's an understatement. Aaron Moyer, thank you. Nighttime says, I don't mind giving you 5 more. Thank you so much. But Sabine said she destroyed the Beskar Zapper, but the Empire rebuilt it so it could come back.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that-
that's what he was referring to
That's
before.
what he was referring
Okay,
to. Yes.
gotcha.
Yes,
gotcha.
we agree.
Okay.
100%. Austin Hubbard, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. The last episode was so original. The series throwback better done than The Force Awakens. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Who would be the most interesting Jedi for Ahsoka to lead Mando to? Luke, Mace Windu, or Ezra? Probably Mace Windu.
Mace would be really cool.
Or Luke.
I wouldn't mind someone totally that we just don't even know. You know what I mean? Or like an unknown person. Maybe someone, I don't know.
What, like Kirek and Fila?
Yeah,
that dude?
yeah. Or even something, yeah, I don't know. I'd be good almost anyway. Like if they go super nostalgic with it, I'm there for it. If they go someone totally new, I'm there for it. You know, so either way, that'd be cool.
I want to know more about Moff Gideon.
Me too. I'm hoping we get to learn more about him real soon.
Yeah.
Because what an interesting character, man. And it's funny because we still don't know much about him at all.
No, nothing. Yeah.
I can't believe we haven't got a solo Moff Gideon episode yet.
Well,
really
you know what? We're only
expected one.
episode 4, so and there's 8,
True.
right? So
True.
halfway
Yeah,
through,
so
maybe
there's
we'll get
time.
more.
We gotta get more of him in the finale. Like,
Dude,
right?
if
Like,
if episode
right?
5 is gonna be this crazy already, then and they're tracking him down, like this seems like something that would happen in like episode 7. So I'm happy that they're getting in it.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. And you know what I'm really curious about is what are they gonna do after this? Like, I'm like, what? Like, I'm just kind of interested. Like,
so we're gonna have a lot of theories once this is over.
Yeah.
Nice. Sweet. Well,
Oh.
I got nothing more to add. I mean, we're 3 hours in pretty much. Dude, you got anything to add? Anything you want to say?
No, man. Again, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. On the live streaming channel, I'll be going over the spoilers. I'm not going to go super deep on everything. I feel like there's, I don't want to just read a checklist. There's some key things I kind of want to get into and talk about, but there's stuff that should be kept as a total surprise. And so we'll talk about that tomorrow. I will release some videos. I'll be very cautious about what I put in the title and thumbnail on them. And then, we'll all watch the episode. It's going to be like, this is like the Super Bowl. It's going to be huge, dude. Everybody's going to be very excited. And then, wow, next Monday, we are going to have a crazy show talking about the episode, talking about the future of the show, but also the future of the Filoniverse. I think for the first time, we're really going to be able to talk about some of that. So
Yeah, we got to link up during
Yeah.
that
Oh,
watch
yeah.
party at like freaking 2 a.m. or whatever, and
yeah,
chat.
no, I'll hit you up for sure. Like we'll do it. I'll get rolling a little bit and then like give you a call and then we'll nerd out, dude.
Cool, man. I'm down. It's gonna be good times. Everyone, thank you so much. How do I make small donations to the Vader Fan Film? Love the first one. I want to do what I can to help. You actually can't make small donations. You can't make big donations either because I can't accept money for it. But you can support the channel. You can support the merch, and you can watch the videos. So, yeah, thanks for all that. I love you guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Let's do the intro. Let's do it. All right, we'll catch you guys later. See you, everyone.